Hello. Hello, guys. How are you? Hello, guys. How are you today? Snake? I got Snake on. I never had this other guy, Lucas. We got Frozen Yukoner. What's going on, guys?
How's it going, Archie?
Frozen Yukoner.
Guys, how's it going?
It's not so good, Frozen.
Oh, what's up? What's up?
Okay. So, hello, Lucas. Have we had Lucas before? Jamie Copulence. Jamie Copulence. Why are you so corpulent? £1. Thank you so much there. Frozen, I went out yesterday. Let me just show you some shots, okay?
Okay.
We went out yesterday to have... We went there for my son's birthday. He's 15 years old.
Okay.
And I'll just get this up now. Here we go. Okay, so we went out for his birthday. Hello, Trapper John. Went out for birthday. I'll just show you some pics. If I can find where they... Here we are, pics. So, okay, we went out for birthday. It was great. He doesn't smile in my... Whenever I'm taking a photo, he doesn't smile. But anyway, it's okay. We had sushi. He's hiding. He's laughing. We had a good time. I had a beer. Asari Dry. Japanese restaurant we went to. I'll show you the food. Do you want to see the food, guys?
Of course. Of course we want to see the food.
There's a smile out of them.
So here we go. This was the entree. These are Guggen Gaimaz. These are like a Japanese dumpling.
Okay.
Small portion control, but I got 2 of them, okay?
Okay.
And then I'll show you. That's the little boy. He got this. He loves the sushi. Fresh sushi.
I love sushi too.
And that's the wasabi. Wasabi there. That was his sushi.
The hot stuff.
He's eating his sushi. He loves his good sushi. That's cool. I'll show you what else came. Okay, that's the Benton box for the other boy. He got the Benton box.
You need a couple of those.
Yeah, I know. I know. He got... I stole some of the rice, okay? I took some of the rice, okay?
We were going to ask about the race, so...
And this is what I had.
Is all of that supposed to go into the bowl of noodles?
No, you just eat it. You pick at it. And this is what I had. 2 king prawns, a bit of whiting, 2 small pieces of whiting, and a piece of calamari. Nice. Hello, plastic. Plastic's here. Then, okay, so I'll just show you what happened. So we had that. Okay, oops. And then...
Is this the real plastic?
Okay, then it was his birthday. This was his cake. We had a cake at home. He liked that. We had the cake.
What flavor of cake, Arch? White? Chocolate?
Actually, it was a Freddo the Frog cake.
Oh, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, me either.
Anyhow, it's just a gag we have every year where they get a Freddo the Frog cake. It's a gag.
Okay.
It's normally for little kids, but we just get it as a gag, okay? And then, you know what happened at the restaurant? So we went to pay, and it came to $241.33.
Jesus.
And I said to the wife as we left, I thought, shit, that's expensive.
Heck, cooking all the time.
Yeah.
And
how many
said,
people, though?
Yeah.
How many people? 2
kids, and 2 adults.
Okay.
I said, yeah, that was pretty dear.
It wasn't like a 7-star place, was it? I mean, it was good, but it's not. I mean, that's
still 4 people, though. That's 55
Anyhow,
bucks each.
she went back, and what happened was the previous bill that they put through, they didn't clear it. They added our bill to that.
Mm.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Hello, Sirocco.
G'day.
Hey,
Sirocco,
Sirocco.
where the fuck are you?
Sydney Airport.
What's
Did you
that
get your
diaper
Sullivan
on?
Nicolaides results back?
I did. Yeah, hang on. Let me.
What did they say? So,
Yeah. It all the panic was over. I had it by 1:30 yesterday.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that all worked. So I'm in Sydney in a it's like a zoo. The boarding lounge isn't the business lounge isn't open yet. So I'm just sitting here. I've been here for hours.
how long you? Oh, you stayed overnight?
No, I stayed in Brisbane overnight, Brisbane Airport.
Okay. And then what happened? You're
I've
in
been up
Sydney
since-
now.
I'm in Sydney now.
Whereabouts in Sydney are you? At the airport?
I'm at the airport, yeah. Hang
What
on.
time's your flight? And what time's
Fucking
your flight?
packed.
1400.
2 o'clock. It's 11
2
o'clock
o'clock.
now.
It's
So what time
just
is the
after
fucking
11.
lounge open?
12 o'clock.
Okay.
you
So
know,
which
I've been
lounge
here
is this?
since-
This is the United Lounge.
This is the United Lounge, yeah. It's actually, I think it's Singapore Airlines Lounge, which United use.
Okay. How about, can you get into the Qantas Lounge?
That was shut.
Because sometimes if they're in One World or, you know,
Yeah,
those,
yeah.
you can use their lounges. Like you say, oh,
Yeah,
I'm just
no,
going.
I thought the same. I
No?
had the Qantas Lounge in Brisbane this morning for
Yeah.
not very long.
Yeah.
Because
You
it
had
took
breakfast.
friggin' ages to check in with all the COVID paperwork and the shit that you got to go through.
Yeah.
By the time I went through, I had like half an hour before my
Sirocco.
flight left Sydney. I was there I was in Brisbane Airport trying to check in at 3:30 this morning.
In the morning.
Brisbane time. Yeah.
Oh,
Wow.
you wanted to get on there as quick as you can. Make sure everything's okay.
I just wanted to get through, and there was other people queuing up at the same time.
These days, man, just the airport deal is just a fucking to-do.
There we go.
Oh,
Ken
this
Fresno,
is-
$2. Rocco, does it feel like the airport is rocking?
No. Everything's
Okay.
shut. Even friggin' McDonald's is shut.
Stefano, Watch
Wow.
Wizard, £1.80. May AC3 developer 200 IQ like me. And Jamie Copulence, why are you so copulent? £1. Thank you so much, sir. By the way, Sirocco, I haven't told you my story. Let me just tell you. So I took the kids out. The wife and me went to an expensive Japanese restaurant last night, right? Yesterday afternoon, right? For lunch, right?
Yep.
Then we got the bill. It was $241.30. And I said to my wife, because she paid, I said, gee, that was expensive. And she goes, yeah, it was actually. We checked the bill, and then she went back. The previous person who paid their bill, they didn't click it off. They added our bill to theirs.
Oh, nice.
So we got double stung,
Yeah.
right? So
Plus,
they ended
you
up, they
you would've
gave
left
us,
a tip for the.
they gave us
unfortunate.
$81.90 back as a when we went and complained, they gave us $81.90 back. And I don't know about you, but $81 is a fuckload of money.
It is. If that,
Oh, you
That's a
didn't-
sizable
crazy.
mistake.
That's how much they overcharge you. That's incredible.
And then I rang him up last night because I was in a foul mood all day, right?
Yep.
I rang him up and said, the manager wasn't available. I said, well, I'm angry. I said, why would you like to talk to the manager, sir? I want to complain. They said, I explained what happened. And they said, oh, we're very sorry. And I said to them, I'm not really happy. I've been angry. I'm angry about this. I'm angry.
You've had a bad couple of days, Archie.
You were still
Man
angry
against
about
machine,
your
$5.
0%.
Good crew tonight. Little tip for the cookie jar. Thank you, man against the machine. Jamie Copulence, why are you so corpulent? 1 pound.
Hey, guys.
There we go. I got to tell you, Sirocco.
Yes, sir.
Say hi to everybody.
Hello. I'm in a bad mood. I rang them up. I said, they said, oh, we're very sorry, sir. I said, I'm just angry. I'm angry. I'm in a bad mood, and I want to let you know I'm angry. Angry. I said, I used one of my old lines when I was in Thailand. Someone told me this. This is my country. You behave here.
Hey, Archie.
I said to these Japanese, this is my country. You don't do this to me.
Are you going to put a video up about it like you did with the credit card?
That's
Yeah.
what I was going to ask. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen I haven't watched that video. I'm going to watch it a little later.
Yeah. These
I'll
interest-free
see
deals,
that.
Sirocco.
Yeah.
Don't be conned, okay? I mean,
Arch, you should do a short video on Instagram.
I'm not going to name the restaurant because,
Okay.
you know, they did
I was gonna say
apologize, but
you can tag them.
Did they?
I just wanted to bitch. I just wanted to bitch.
Did they offer you a free meal or a
They
discount
did, but I
on
said
a
I don't
free
want
meal?
money. I just want to let you know I'm angry. I don't want a fucking free. I'm not a chancer. I'm not trying to rip you off. I'm
you
just
should
telling
do
you
it.
I'm angry. I'm angry. I'm angry. Does that make
should do it.
sense?
Yep.
Am I allowed to be
Yeah.
fucking angry or not? Am I allowed to be fucking angry or not?
Archie,
I'm angry.
When you pay for service, you don't want to get it wrecked, and you don't.
Like
If you
you
go
said,
through the
$81
video-
90 cents overcharge.
Yeah, that's
I
crazy.
said, are you for real? I'm just in a
Yeah.
bad mood. You know that?
Yep.
I'm just in a bad mood. By the way, Sirocco, I have now paid off my credit card.
Wow. All that in a day. You paid off.
No,
your credit
I
card.
had some money. I just, you know what, Sirocco, pay the bloody thing off, okay? I'm sick.
Exactly.
I want to start 2022. I've still got to pay some interest-free deal stuff off, right? That's okay. That's extra. Okay, it's actually in my wife's name. But I got to tell you, man, these guys are sharks. You know that?
Yep.
They're not
Hey,
your
Arch,
friends.
Did you know there's a Rolex boutique in the international terminal here in Sydney?
I've never. No, I didn't. I have
Yep.
been to.
Did they have
think I've
anything of
ever-
interest there?
They had a few date justs, and I think
Any
one
steel date
Celine.
just? Steel.
I didn't take too much notice. The sales assistant was hovering, but they had a few, and I actually said to her, I said, "So, all these watches you got here, are they just display, or or can I buy one?" And she said, "Yes, you can buy one, sir." And I said, "Okay, thanks." And then I wandered round, and I went, "Yeah, there was some fairly
Sirocco,
expensive
go
stuff.
back. Get off the phone and go
No.
and get it.
No, there was nothing I wanted. And hey,
Any
I'm just
sports?
going
Any
away.
steel sports?
There was no sports watches at all.
Steel sports, Sirocco.
Yeah, nothing.
Any OPs?
Absolutely.
Oyster Perpetuals.
There was one. Now, don't ask me the model number or anything because I really don't know, and I was half asleep when I was looking at this. But there was one. What the hell? There was something that was 65.5 grand. I can't remember what the hell it was.
Oh shit!
That sounds like a lot, Sirocco.
That sounds like a lot. I'm wondering also if it's in the international terminal, is there GST on this stuff?
You could claim the GST as you left.
You can claim it back. So I'm just wondering if it's in the international part, do they
Yeah,
actually put
you can
GST on?
definitely.
Yeah. So anyway, I had a wander around, and the girl was very nice, but there was absolutely nothing that would interest me at all.
Sirocco, what about steel datejust? Steel datejust, smooth steel bezel, blue dial. That's what you want, Sirocco.
There wasn't one of them. Definitely wasn't one of them.
Okay, white dial, black dial, any steel.
I think they were all gold. I'm sure they were all like bloody white gold or two-tone or something. And some had diamonds all over them, and just this stuff that I don't like. Oh, there we go.
SR Bell, $2. AC, have you ever gone to a glory hole? No, I haven't.
Where's he come up with this stuff?
And you're wearing your Aquaterra, Sirocco.
Aquaterra.
Beautiful. That looks so beautiful. That looks distinguished. The thing about the Aquaterra is that blue is the same color as United. That's their corporate color, isn't it? United is blue.
I'm having a look. Can't see any corporate colors around. Oh,
Navy
hang on.
blue, I think.
No, might be. No, you remember I bought the G-Shock?
Yep.
I left it at home.
Oh, fuck. What happened?
I decided I didn't want to wear it.
Yeah, life's too short to wear garbage.
Yeah, I left my Rolex behind. Left them.
No,
they just. But I said, you know what? If I'm going away, that's the baby I want to wear.
There you go. Make a
And
decision.
if I get
run with
mugged, if I get mugged, it's only $6,000 as opposed to 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Good decision.
Amazing,
Yeah,
Sirocco.
So in about 40 minutes, I'm going to go up to the lounge and I'll jump on from there for a half an hour or so. And we'll just see what we think of the Singapore Airlines business class lounge.
It doesn't seem that glamorous, Sirocco, for the amount you've...
It doesn't. Well,
what sort of fucking lounge opens at 12 o'clock?
Place is
What the
fucking
fuck?
empty.
Yeah.
How the fuck can a lounge open at 12 o'clock, Sirocco?
I've got an hour. Once I go, they open. I've got an hour, and then I got to go and check in.
What time is happy hour?
Yeah, but normally business class...
That's going to be happy hour when I go in
there.
Fat windbag Ben, £2. We love Sirocco. Safe journey, and enjoy. You bet you.
Thank you very much.
And we got Ken Frostno, safe travels, Sirocco. Look at this, safe travels.
Ken Fresno, thank you very much.
I gotta be honest with you, I've been in a really lousy mood. I don't know what's wrong, Sirocco.
Well, you'll be right. The time of the month.
You know when you get to 50 and you're angry?
Yeah. Well, you're 49. You're not 50 yet. Wait till you get to 50, Arch. Then you're allowed to be. You think you're angry now? Give it a year, mate.
I see. You get angry.
I'm angry. Look at this freaking stupid thing they're making me wear. I'm angry.
You got to wear that on the plane?
I got to wear it. I had to wear it on the plane down. I got to wear it for 15 hours to San Francisco or whatever the hell it is.
Oh, even in business you've got to wear it?
Yeah. Everywhere.
When you're eating, you don't have to wear it. Just keep eating.
I can take it off to eat. Because what happens is when you're eating, you see the little Omicron little virus thing. He goes, okay, we'll just rest a little while. We'll have a little sleep because he's eating. We're not going to. So he'll take his mask off and we'll have a little sleep. And then when we've finished eating, we'll jump up and we'll go, righto, let's go and play.
As
and
if
hope
they
we can
can't,
get out before the mask escapes.
As if they can't
Something
sneak
like
right
that.
through the mask without anything.
Loose Tooth, $2. Safe travels, Admiral Wife Beater.
Thank you, Loose Tooth.
I got to tell you, Sirocco, look, I think your worries, once you're on the plane to America, there's no turning back.
There's no turning back. Yeah. Once I'm over there,
Once they seal the door and you're taxing, it's going to be okay.
They're going to be running around like they're going to be running around like herds of wildebeest on the African plains.
Just out of interest, there, New Zealand has cancelled the travel bubble with Australia. You heard about that?
Have they really? Wow.
Yep. And the other one was Singapore has also cancelled the travel bubble.
Bloody hell.
For a month.
Okay.
Because that's your connection to. For me, that's my connection to the UK.
Yes.
So I got to be totally honest with you. I don't want to be negative, but it's not looking that great for the travel bubble to the UK. Well, the UK, it's not looking great at the moment. Okay, let's just say that.
The UK is looking, just from what I saw, I haven't seen the news for a couple of days.
Yeah, I desperately want. I'm getting so angry. That's why I'm shitty. I'm just shitty.
Yep.
You know, I spoke to a friend of mine. Oh, he's got hair. Look at that. Fuck. Why would you put a hat on? That's beautiful hair.
You know, I thought he was bald.
I know.
Sorry,
I got hair
I thought you were bald.
Can I tell you a secret if you don't tell anyone? Can I tell you a secret?
Nobody's watching.
I think JJ's got hair plugs. Because someone said a comment, Plastic said a comment, and then he always wore a cap. Always. He's embarrassed. What the fuck's embarrassed about hair plugs? I got a few
My
hair
wife
plugs.
would be embarrassed if she saw how long.
I got a few hair plugs. You got some hair plugs, Sirocco?
No, I haven't.
You got hair plugs, Mike the Snake?
Mike's sitting there very, very quiet. I think he's got hair extensions.
I don't think Mike needs them.
You know what? What's wrong with a few hair plugs here and there? Who cares? Good luck to you.
He's doing a Marcelo. He's chatting away, but he's on mute.
I got to tell you guys, it's
hair extensions.
Really, really depressing. So, Rocco, if you had your time again, would you have gone, or are you glad to be out? How will you feel about things?
Oh, look, after yesterday's stress, I'm on the way. You know, it's all good. I'll get on that plane. I've got to. But once I'm on the last leg of it, so I've got 3 more flights. So I got this one to San Francisco, then I got San Francisco, LA, and then I got LA, Cancun. So once I'm on that last flight, I'm done. So that's I got another 24 hours before I land there.
Yeah, but once the pain is over, you'll be having fun. It'll be in the past.
Yeah,
It'll
all be worth it.
$4.99. I bet someone on the panel has a plug or two.
I wonder what sort of plug he's talking about, and I don't think it's a hair plug.
I was going to get my son to come and say hello, but these super chat, everything's been so terrible. It's a bad time of year, Sirocco, you know. By the way, I don't know if you saw this, but Tim went crazy on his stream.
The other night.
Yeah.
I tried to look
he
at
was
that after
just
you
totally
mentioned that,
spastic.
Sirocco.
It was just unbelievable.
I mean,
did he pull it down or not have it up?
I think it's down.
I believe he pulled the thing down. Yeah,
I wanted to watch it to see what he did, but
I saw a little bit while it was happening because I don't watch his stream at all. But I was on Marcelo.
I don't think that's the way to do things. Do you? Like realistically, I don't think that's what.
Get ratchet drunk on YouTube. Why would you do it?
Yeah.
You could see it coming out sometimes when he'd be shit-faced and walking through town. And if his roommate ever saw that, I wonder what she'd... You know, who knows what they got going on, but he...
Well, someone made the point, you know, one day he's going to put his face into someone's space and it's not going to end well.
I'm telling you,
he's going to get his.
Doing that. He got fucking knocked out.
He's been escalating his erraticness and his aggressiveness as time has gone on. You know, I mean, I've seen him. He's gone out more. He's been more outgoing. But I've also seen him.
Yep.
He gets more drunk, and when he gets drunk, man,
Yeah. He does
he's
silly
gonna
things.
get popped. He's gonna piss somebody off in a bar. Like, I mean, that guy at that first date the other night. If that were my first date, and some YouTuber came up and started like doing this with my first date girlfriend, he would have been fucking lifted up and escorted the fuck out of that restaurant by his neck or his foot or whatever I could get my hands on. I would not have stood for that. You know, luckily the pair were a nice couple. But yeah, he seems to be losing a little control.
He's
I've been in some bars in Northern Cali, Mike, that you know that shit wouldn't have gone on the same way.
No shit.
Jamie Opulence, £5. Safe travels, Sirocco. Has been a pleasure talking with you these past days.
Thank you, Jamie.
May 2022 bring pure joy and bliss for you. There we go.
Thank you, Jamie. Have a good Christmas. I hope the
green
honey
room
burnette goes well.
Yeah, I honestly, it will. He's a cool guy. Jamie is extremely cool guy.
Hey, did you hear? He had such a good day yesterday at work. He's ordering a Bentley.
No, what happened?
Yeah, that's what he was saying this morning. Actually, that's what I told him. Told him he was going to do.
Good on him. You know what? I completely, you know, if someone's doing well, that's great news to see. Green room, $5. Last 5 minutes of Tim's stream was him yelling, "That Viking green shroom," repeatedly in Lower Manhattan at 3 a.m. True story. I don't know what's wrong with Tim, to be honest with you. He's so desperate to do well on YouTube.
Well, he's trying to get himself some. He's.
I think he sits
this.
around and
Archie's. You've got a bit of. You know, you're the original. You're the pontiff. You've been around forever, and you know. I think it's fair to say you have a little bit of notoriety. Would be a fair
a little
comment?
bit. Yeah.
And I think Tim is trying to do the same.
It's almost
but he's
like
going about it so wrong.
It's almost like he's.
Sorry.
I mean, you've met me, Sirocco. I'm pretty reserved guy in real life.
You're pretty laid back and reserved, and yeah, you know.
He's kind of self-destructing a little bit.
Yep.
And the problem is,
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No. The problem is, I don't know his true marriage situation, but that can't help. It cannot help. Possibly help.
If he's out on the terps like he's doing, that's not good. That's not good.
And she's a classy woman. Like she's a registered nurse.
Yep.
She's a good, like Tim's, just between you and me, he's not that good looking, Tim. Like he's young, but he's really not that special, right?
Yep.
She's good looking. She's a woman,
he's punching
professional
above his
woman.
weight.
She's a professional woman in New York, right? What's he? He's a pathetic English teacher. I mean that. I don't want to put anyone down, but let's be completely honest with you. He was going to become. Teachers don't earn much in the US. Okay, I'm sorry to say this. Okay, I didn't say it was fair. She's a professional woman. What the hell's he doing? I mean,
in all fairness,
honestly,
teachers don't do a lot either.
Sorry?
I said, in all fairness, teachers don't do a lot either. And my dad's in the educational system, so
yeah,
I do know what I'm saying.
Diego M, $2. Mighty Sirocco, drop the link. We will drop the link there. I got to be totally honest with you. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's a joke and what's real with him. He kind of blurs the lines, but Tim seems to, the way he argues that circular logic, the arguments.
What? I can't understand what you're saying. That's his go-to if you're ever.
And Mr. Perpetual said Tim's mum got her the job at the... That's irrelevant who got her the job. Her ability made her keep the job.
That's it. You
so
can
she's got the
as many
job.
jobs as you want.
Exactly. She's
If
got
you
the
have
qual.
no
She's got the
ability, you're not
qual.
gonna keep it. Yeah.
Exactly. She's got the qual.
Hey,
She's doing the
Diego,
work.
Did you wash that lip? No. You haven't
No.
washed
I
that
shaved
lip
this
today.
morning. What are you
Good
talking about?
God. What's going on?
I shaved this
Dick
morning.
Splendor became a YouTube member. Thank you.
Hey, that rhymes.
Just wanted to wish you fair travel, Sirocco.
Yeah.
Hey,
And I like that you covered up.
yeah, I got a shirt on. That's how
I know.
unusual is that?
That's what I noticed was different about you, Sirocco.
Yeah.
You're wearing
Plus
a
the
shirt.
camera's looking at the ceiling.
How are you, Archie?
I'm okay. You know how it is.
Yeah. Went
Well,
to my AD
just-
today.
You went to
your
what?
interview?
No, my AD.
Oh, your AD? Oh, yeah?
Yep.
What?
just went-
Anything exciting?
Sorta. Yeah. I just went to say hey before the holidays, and she just got a white gold Daytona on Oyster Flex.
Oh.
So if you work for a Rolex AD, apparently after so many years you can order a watch at a discount. So it even had her name engraved on the back. That was pretty
But
cool.
I mean, a discount. I mean, how much? You still got a... That's still a very expensive watch.
Yeah, but
My AD said that they had
Joe
to wait
Kramer,
2 years
good comment
before they
here.
could buy
Tim's a
anything.
pretty simple guy to understand. He's in it for the money, and that's that.
Yeah, but he's going about it the wrong way.
Well, it's like he searches what's the most popular shit on YouTube making money, and he kind of tries to direct his, I don't know, his channel towards that. I mean, that's the impression I get. I don't know. It takes
Divine
a while to
Insurgent,
have,
$5
you're not just gonna get
is
successful.
apparel from Louis Vuitton worth it? What do you think? I got to tell you, they've really jumped on many clothing, many different shit lately. And they've also in the perfume. Their perfumes are $400 Aussie, 400, which is, in my opinion, ridiculous. Absolutely
Crazy money.
ridiculous. Because you can go to Chanel. Chanel is the established name.
Yep.
I don't know why Louis. I don't think it is. I think Honey Burdette. That's their niche. They make sexy lingerie, quality luxury. It's expensive.
Yep.
I don't know.
Don't forget the accessories that go with that.
Yes, if
Yep.
you want that, you can.
If you
Speaking
need
of
that.
plugs,
You go in a Honey Burdette boutique and you get everything. You get the full experience.
Yeah, it's expensive. It's not cheap,
Yeah.
but. Jamie Copulence, why are you so copulent? £1. Thank you.
I got offered a watch today too, Archie.
What did you get offered?
So when I noticed she had her Daytona, which she said was her dream watch, I said,
Yeah.
that's the one I want. That's the one I want. And she's like, I know. She said, would you be interested in a rose gold black dial with diamond markers? And I said, I think the reference is 116515 LN. And I said,
How could you
"Looks-
afford that, Diego?
I don't have any debt. I don't have a car payment. I save money.
But
Bottom
seriously,
line,
would
though,
you honestly buy that? That's for a captain of Sirocco. I don't want to put Diego in his place.
I mean, you
Right.
know my financials,
Let's be
Archie.
let's be totally honest with you. I mean, lower
Let's
middle
hear it.
class boy, right?
Just starting out.
What the fuck are you buying or contemplate? Are you fucking? Is your fucking ego? Is the stick that's so far up your fucking ass that you think that's actually a reasonable purchase? What the fuck? Can I say that to you?
Yeah.
What
Only
the
if I'm
fuck? You got
responsible.
a stick so far up your asshole that you think it's quite normal. You know, I could just go and get this. Yeah, I was offered a Daytona today, white diamonds and da 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 da. So, Diego, how would you pay for this thing? Please tell me. Please tell me how you would pay for this fucking thing. Okay? Please do tell me that. How the fuck would you pay for this?
All right, here's how I would pay for it. I would call my bank and I would say I'm transferring $35,000 from savings to my debit card.
So how much is this thing?
I think they're $31,000, but I didn't want that.
Okay,
that
let's just have a look here. What model is this? What model are we talking about? Give me the reference number again, because you know all the numbers. You were offered this. Let's just dissect this a bit, if you don't mind, because I can smell a bit of bullshit here. So let's play the game.
Sirocco,
if you're going to tell the fib, I want to see the fantasy, whether this is realistic. So it's a Rolex. What was it again? It was a 1165
15 LN black dial diamonds.
Okay, let's have a look here.
Watch. That's not the one I want. What I was getting at was it's interesting that they have these.
Okay, so they're a $60,000 mark, I think, aren't they?
They're so magically scarce.
Oh, that one's 60? Well, even worse. So no, I don't. I think that one's 31. I thought. U.S. dollars, anyways. Maybe Archie or Australian dollars.
Sirocco, can I ask you something, Sirocco?
I did buy something. I was going to share
Sirocco,
it with
you are a very wealthy man. Okay?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. I don't see you buying fucking diamond-studded Daytonas and that there. It's...
Not
Neither
a
did Archie. I didn't like it. I didn't like it.
Snowflake chance in the hell.
I said no.
I mean... He didn't. I like this. I like these Americans. You know, they write to me for paid reviews. You know, I was looking at this and I'm thinking, fuck me dead. You're on the bones of your ass. You're tapped out, and you don't like the Oyster Flex Daytona
with a black dial and diamond.
Yeah, it would help if you could fucking afford one. You can only. You know, Diego, you are so full of shit at times. You are so full of shit. You have such a chip on your shoulder. At least me, I just say, I can't fucking afford it. No way in hell could I afford that fucking thing.
How much was it?
I think they're 31, Sirocco. That's not the model I was interested in.
31,000 US.
Yeah.
If you genuinely don't like it, I wouldn't take it.
That's why I didn't take it. I want the white gold one.
Plus, I think that gives you credit down the road when they're like, hey, you know, we offered him one of these. He didn't take it. The whole point, PNW, that I was making was that they just had this watch in the back, that nobody wanted it. That's the whole fucking point, but Archie's freaking out. I agree with you.
I mean, I wasn't saying that to be like, oh, I got offered a fucking Daytona.
In the US, I don't think they're as scarce as the 80s play the game.
And if I were to buy... Hold on, if I were to buy the white gold Daytona, I don't need that. But if it's automatically worth $45,000 to $50,000 the second I buy it, it'd be stupid not to. I could buy a watch, enjoy it.
Diego, can I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
Just based on that last comment.
Yeah.
Are you a collector or are you a flipper?
A collector. And here's the thing. I ended up buying a watch box that I wanted to show on the stream. I got all my watches in there.
You got what I was trying to say. You're basing something on a watch that's going to be automatically worth a lot more than what you paid for.
It's a safe buy.
That's not collecting. That's flipping.
It's a safe buy, is what I'm getting at. If something were to go wrong, if I were to lose my job, if there were a fire that insurance didn't cover, at least I got that asset that I could offload if I need to. The point's not to buy it to sell, but there is some comfort in knowing.
Okay, that watch in Australia is 44,600.
You get what I'm saying?
Okay. 44,000. That's the diamond dial.
So what is that in US dollars? 32, 31?
I'll work it out.
If you get the opportunity to jump on a AD price watch,
I mean, that's what he says all the time, and he's giving me shit.
You jump on it. Whether you're a flipper or not.
Explosion, because it's been
32,000.
Okay.
So you can magically just pluck 32,000. You've just.
I could, Archie.
You've gone from a 1 bed to a 2 bed, and you think you're fucking. I just can't believe this, you know?
I don't live above my means, Archie. I put in savings about 2/3 of my monthly income every month. Every month.
Jay, 617, $5. Sirocco safe flight. Go to the Centurion Lounge. Much better booze selection.
Thank you, J617. I shall see what I can do.
And Rodent Mutation, $5. Happy holidays and safe travels, everybody. Time to meet loved ones and forgive people's shortcomings. Thanks, Arch, for your entertainment. That's 5 Swiss francs. And I don't know, to be honest with you, let's be completely honest there. Divine Insurgents, $5. Why the hell would you spend over 31 grand on a Rolex when you can get a Holy Trinity watch, Breguet or Lange?
It's what I like. It's what I wanted for a few years.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know what to say. I didn't tell you that to brag or anything. I was interested in the fact that this watch was just sitting in the back and they didn't have a buyer for it. A watch that sells for, I think, here about 44,000, even that ugly diamond dial one, and people just don't want it. That's what I was getting at. You twisted it in a really sick way, Archie. You don't know my financials. I mean, really.
Let's be honest there. If your financials are so great, why the fuck did you borrow money to go from a 1-bed to a 2-bed?
Because it's smart to borrow money for a home when you can invest it elsewhere and get better return.
He's always got an answer, Sirocco. What do you think of these little smart little whippersnappers here, Sirocco?
I was noticing he's got a lot of answers, and quite frankly, the way I was brought up is the first thing you pay off before anything
is your home,
your bricks and mortar, your home.
Yeah.
Now, if you got cash in the bank and you've got debt in your home, your cash in the bank's doing nothing. You stick that into your debt on your home and you pay that off, and then you save a little bit more. And once that's paid off, then you can start buying your luxury goods.
I agree with you on that. The only concern I have is a big downturn in the economy. I don't want to have all that home tied up all that money tied up in a home.
What
it happened here, man? Everybody in my neighborhood, all their houses went upside down. Half the neighborhood literally walked out of their houses, just walked away from them.
Yeah, but the people who found themselves lose on property like that have debt on their property, and the property value drops, and they can't afford to pay because their mortgage is way above the house value. That's the whole point of it. If you own the property, you don't have to worry about that. That's why people walk away.
I guess so. Well, I will say, Sirocco, my only debt is the mortgage. That's my only debt. No car payment, no credit card bills. I pay my power bills.
There's nothing to be ashamed of. I said to Bear, I had Bear on the stream, and he said, you know, you cannot ever say no to a Rolex. Every Rolex you got to. I said, Bear, I couldn't afford a fucking solid gold Rolex.
That's why, Archie, I can't afford 2 Oysterflex Daytonas. That's why I did turn this one down.
Marco Mego, $2. Hey Diego, do Rolex ADs in America take EBT cards?
EBT, Archie, is I think like food stamp cards.
Yeah.
CS $3. Boy, the old guard is triggered tonight.
Well,
look, I got to be honest with you. You know, J2617 AP, PP, and VC are the Holy Trinity, not Breguet or Lange. Good point there. I got to say, look, I like Diego, but sometimes.
Sometimes what, Archie?
Sometimes you give me the fucking shits.
I'm sorry that I don't know why.
You're a bit of a braggart, okay? I don't like the way I come out and say honestly. Sirocco, even if the AD offered me a platinum Daytona, I couldn't fucking fund it. Sirocco, yeah. I couldn't fucking fund it. Okay.
Neither would I, Archie.
Even if I rang my old man and said, "Hey, this is a certainty," he wouldn't go involved. He'd think, "Oh, no,
thank you very much."
You know, because he doesn't understand it, right? And I don't think I'd even ask him because Sirocco, you've got to be. I like the steel space. Personally, I like steel Rolex. Is that a bad thing?
I don't believe so. Nothing wrong with that.
I think they're hard enough to get as it is. Jamie Opulence, €5. When the economy tanks and the interest rates hike, we will at that point see who is swimming naked.
I'll probably be doing that in about a week.
Now, let's get Diego's unboxing. Show us your unboxing, Diego.
There we
All right.
go.
Fucking
What's this?
dickhead. Here we go.
He's got nice furniture.
No, Archie, I don't, because I'm fucking poor. All right.
He's got a chip on his shoulder, Sirocco. You notice that?
And who put it there, Archie?
Say that again.
He's got a chip on his shoulder.
He's a bit. I think he's a little testy.
Well, yeah, you can understand why.
Oh, that's a That's the same box I had.
Yours is a 10, but mine's an 8. I think I got the key.
Oh, yours is an 8.
Yeah, I'm not rich like you, Archie. Now my GMT is still
Fuck,
in
that's
service.
beautiful. I got to tell you, that looks beautiful.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Well, there we go.
Holy shit.
So when I get the GMT back, it'll
Well,
probably
the
go
peanut gallery wanted
here.
to see some watches.
What happened to the
There's some watches.
GMT?
It's in service. Yeah, these are all my
So-
fake Rolexes, I
That
guess.
was the Coke, wasn't it?
So what's the date just at the back there? What's the date just? Two-tone?
My grandpa's 1600. Hold on, I gotta put this down. So
Far out.
1600,
Yeah.
124270, 16570. What is it? 126610, the 41 date.
Yeah.
And then my grandpa's Constellation. The Constellation my boss bought me.
Pipe
Some
hand.
fake ass.
Pipe and dial.
Some homage watch my grandpa wore when he started getting afraid to wear that. He ended up buying this thing.
I love the old pipe hand dial Seamasters.
Yeah.
Yeah, those
Actually,
are
it's a Constellation. That's a Connie. It's a Connie.
Oh, is it a Constellation?
Yeah. Look, no offense, Diego, but let's be completely honest there, man.
Mhm.
You're not solid gold Daytona material.
Here's the
I
thing,
didn't
if
say
that
I
watch-
was either. I'm not either, okay?
If that watch came in steel, I'd be going for the steel one.
Oh, of course you would. I mean, the
The solid
steel
gold
panda,
is-
panda. Sirocco,
I like the oyster.
it's a
Crusts.
beautiful
Sure.
collection, but do you agree with me when I say he's not really a solid gold? I mean, he's got a beautiful collection. I'm not saying it's garbage.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, but
Great
he's not
collection.
in that
I was
league.
actually quite-
It's like
quite
this.
surprised. It's beautiful.
Let me put it this way, Sirocco. It's like having a BMW 3 Series, C-Class Mercedes, and then you're talking about getting a Bentley. It's
Yep.
kind of not in that league. You know, and I don't mean it in a nasty way, because a Beamer Series is Beamer 3 Series is a beautiful car. I can't afford one. I can't afford it. But when someone says, I was offered this, didn't like it, I'm thinking, oh, fuck, what's this bullshit they're sprouting?
But again,
know what I mean?
The whole point of that was that
It's a lovely collection.
Yeah,
the whole
Archie, I
point,
think.
Archie, was that the watch.
I would
wasn't
respect you
sold.
more if you said to me, you know what, I can't afford that. That's so much money. I just upgraded the apartment. I'm not going to put 30,000 in.
We made money
To a watch.
too, though. You know,
Well, yeah, you've upsized the apartment. Still cost you money, okay?
it cost me money, but I still have 20,000 more in my savings than I did before we started.
You see, if you have a mortgage, if you have debt on that property,
I'd be wanting to
you-
get
you
rid
got
of
a
the
good
debt.
job, yeah.
Debt's
obviously,
nasty.
you must have a good job to pay for all this and have those sort of savings at your age.
I do,
Um,
and we live
You know,
below our
the-
means here.
the
We could
sensible
afford.
thing, and believe me, I have always done the sensible thing.
I've never done the sensible thing.
Yeah,
I've
and
never
nor
done
have
the
I.
sensible
I've got
thing.
a little bit older, and maybe that's made me a little bit more mellow, perhaps. But I would piss the mortgage off as quick as you can.
Me too.
that's-
$2. Is
For
that
me,
your
that's
ankle
the best way.
bracelet
Forget
for the
any of
beach?
these any more luxury goods like that. You've
I'll
got
talk-
enough now.
I'll talk to my guy Sirocco about that. But I agree. I have plenty enough, but the opportunity to get these watches at retail is like a once in a lifetime thing.
Oh, look, I know,
completely agree.
I get it, but
I don't need
that,
it.
That aside, this isn't gonna. It'll happen again. What are you, 30?
Yeah, 33. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, fuck, you're a young guy. I mean, this
It's an
opportunity
amazing
will
collection
come
to have at 30, for fuck's sake. That's an
Exactly.
amazing collection to have at 30.
Yeah.
Well done. Not giving you flack, but I mean, I can't afford, if the Rolex dealer offered me a fucking gold Daytona on Oysterflex, 44,000, fuck me dead. That would really... Look, I just paid my credit card out. I got 10,000 limit. 10 and a half. My wife's got 12,000. That's the most I could squirrel into it.
That's okay. I mean,
And do you really want to put everything on Marco Mega $2, Diego Sugar Daddy have good taste? Well, that was his father's. That was his grandfather's. I'm actually jealous that you've got your grandfather's watches, because my dad didn't have anything worth collecting. It was garbage. Paul Silesius, $5. What happened with who is to tell no one how to spend his money? Who is to tell no one how to... Yeah, but you don't understand, Paul. I was just having a go at him because he made it seem like, I didn't like it.
no, again,
It's like a
just one more
BMW 3
time.
Series person says, I didn't like the new Ferrari. It was in blue. I wanted the green one. Blah, blah, blah.
Let me reiterate, Archie, one more time. The whole point of me telling you that was I found it very interesting to watch that desirable.
I thought you were just
was
bragging
just-
that the AD's offering you shit when no one else can get stuff. Sorry, I took the wrong cue.
Well, yeah, it's just sitting in the back. She said, "Would you like?" She says, "What do you think
They
about the one?"
they
with
got
the black
everything
dial?"
in the back, Diego. They've got everything in the back.
Yeah. She said, "What do you think about them with the black dial and diamonds?" And I said, "I don't really
You
like
should,
it. Why?"
why didn't
And
you
she
say to
said-
her, honey, how could I afford that? I
she
can't
said,
afford
"We
that.
have one in the back," and I said, "It's not the one for me." So that was the whole stick of it.
I just get sick of this pretend deckers, Sirocco. What do you think of pretend deckers? They just give me the shits.
What's Decker?
It's
Own it.
kind of.
A decker is someone worth over $10 million.
Oh, I'm not
Decker.
no Decker.
I just think
Yeah.
it just maybe you came across a bit wrong when you said what you said. Maybe I can
Yeah,
kind
I
of
think
see
you
both
misunderstood,
sides.
Archie.
I'm talking to the guy with 5 Patek, so I didn't think mentioning.
Yeah, but I bought
him-
mine secondhand. I never big note myself what a swinging dick I am. I always let everyone know I'm fucked.
Well, I live below my
Hey,
means.
I'm going to jump off for now. I might see if I can
Sirocco,
jump on a bit
Sirocco,
later.
we love you, Sirocco. I love you. Have a safe
Safe
travels. Sirocco, let me just
Will
tell you
do.
quickly there, a little bit of tip for you before you go. Stay away from the soup. Stay away. You want the meats. Get the meats.
Get the meat.
Right? And just make sure you see if they've got prawns. Expensive things you want to. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Man, you
yeah,
just
always
enjoy
do.
yourself.
I'm
Just
not a soup man unless it's got turtles in it from the sea, and not snapping turtles.
man, you
Save
go and
the
have
turtles.
fun,
See you later.
Sirocco. Man,
All
please.
Save the turtles.
See you guys.
Sirocco,
See you
be
later.
safe, have fun, enjoy the
Safe
food.
travels.
And thanks, guys, who super chatted for those good wishes. Very good. Keep the
See
super
you.
chats coming in for Archie.
Yeah.
He needs them.
Be safe, Sirocco.
Thank
See you in a bit.
Man, I just been in a bad mood today. I got ripped off by the Japanese restaurants, Diego. Do you understand that?
I don't.
I got ripped.
I missed that. I was.
Yeah, we went to the restaurant. They gave us a bill, 241. We paid it. And I said to my wife, fuck, that's expensive. And we found out they'd padded the bill with $81.90. And they gave it back to us in cash. And then I tried to do a nice thing for my son yesterday. Said, hey, let's do a fundraiser. Let's see if we can get a few little super chats in for my son. And it was one of the worst days on record. So I'm snappy. It's bad. It's vicious.
Well, if you need to take it on someone, I'm here.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Diego, you've got an amazing collection for a 30-year-old. And
Thank
I got to
you.
tell you, you're
But here's the thing: all those watches.
you're 30 years old. That's incredible. You're so young.
I don't buy those watches unless it's a good deal. So
Hey,
like,
man.
keep that
Seriously,
in mind
tell
too. I'm not like Mike who just goes and just pays market price. Like
Oh,
that
he's got.
Explorer.
Look.
the
Let's be honest.
GMT,
There,
I bought them all well below.
it's hard to build the relationship. I can see.
Oh,
I like
no.
the placement of the horns, by the way, Trapper. Look at that. Look at Trapper. That's perfect, Trapper. Stay there, just where you were before, just perfectly on the head there.
That's
He's
better
got
than
that
those
fucking rodent on the wall. Fuck me dead. Fucking hell.
That's not the only rodent on the wall. I've got a
I mean,
few.
I don't care how rich you are, but why? Why? Diego, I gotta tell you, man, that's a fucking beautiful collection. Really fucking beautiful.
When I get my GMT back, I'll throw it in there, take a picture.
Yeah, man,
send you a little PayPal.
a shot in the dark, $2. I did my Rolex till this. I did get my Rolex till this March, $2. I gotta tell you guys, it's all very, very tough. Guys. Let's see if I've got a little bit of cash here. We can do some super chats for my son's birthday. Let's see if we can get some birthday goodies in there, because he's never really liked my YouTube shtick. He's never liked it. I don't know why.
How did he take it when your other son, did your other son flaunt it in his face a little bit?
Yeah, as bad as Diego. As bad as Diego. Yeah, that wasn't cool. Because it's a bad time of year, you know? I mean, the poor boy.
Oh, fuck it.
It's hard. You don't have parties. No one comes to your party because they're getting ready for Christmas.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you eating there?
You get.
He's got some food. Look at that. What food have you got, Mike?
Coconut shrimp.
Did you make it yourself?
No, brought to me by my wonderful mother. Got a fucking phone.
That's okay. We'll mute you. That's okay. I'll mute you. That's okay. He's okay. You grab it. You grab it.
Did he always get presents that were like, oh, this is your birthday and your Christmas present combined?
Yeah. Bitch.
That's a rough one.
The poor boy, you know.
Maybe Dad needs to think about, 9 months earlier. You might hold off a month, maybe a couple months earlier.
So, anyways, coconut shrimp brought to me by my mom. She moved to a elderly care facility where they have a big buffet.
Yes.
And oftentimes she will make two or doesn't
Are
eat
you allowed
hers.
to do
and
that?
so
Is
she
she allowed to
brings
do
me
that?
hers. God bless
allowed?
her soul. I have the best mom in the
She's
world.
paying.
Man.
She can do whatever the fuck she wants.
Yeah. And
Diego, talk to us. You can eat that on the show, Mike. Just eat.
Oh
no problems.
I won't eat in front of people. I'll wait.
No, Sirocco's gone, so he can't do the whole $5 for eating on the street or 5-minute mute.
No, that's right. That's right. Let's have a look.
Oh, is that a rule of Sirocco's?
Yeah,
who
he's done
knows?
it to me a few
Sirocco's his
times.
own man. He's got his own.
I love Sirocco. I love his demeanor.
I think he's
great.
pretty cool.
Great.
Yeah.
Great guy.
Did I show you my special motor?
Yeah, you showed
What's
us
that
yesterday.
for?
I think I did already.
12
my special
horsepower or 8 horsepower?
8 horsepower, Archie.
What's that from?
This is the motor to my model airplane that used to be behind me.
8 horse. That's pretty fucking amazing in a small motor.
Ain't it?
Yeah, electric motors though they get
8 fucking horsepower. This will have that
Green
little
Room. How are you? The Shroom. By the way, guys. Hello, Green Room.
Ooh, Archie, can you hear me okay?
I can hear you. By the way, there's some breaking news I've got. I don't know if I should release it or not there.
Ooh, please tell us.
Let me just see if I can get it.
Inquiring
Hang on.
minds want to know.
Mike, about how long will that run? Will that fly your plane?
Oh,
Or how long does a battery last? I guess.
well, this is a 7,000 kilowatt motor, so it'll run a battery pack dead in about 30 seconds.
Wow.
Archie, you
Um,
must listen to me, Archie.
It's designed
Yes.
to be run in 2 to 3 second bursts.
Okay, look at this
You
here, guys. I'm
straight
just
up,
bringing it up on the
and then you
screen.
glide.
This is just breaking
then you
news.
shoot
Breaking
straight up.
news, guys. Look at
Glide.
this. This is from Timepiece Gentleman. Fuck. Look at this. Marco got robbed in LA at gunpoint. I don't even know who Marco. That's their guy who works for them.
I was watching a deal on YouTube the other day, and it showed a guy getting robbed for his Rolex watch.
Marco just got robbed at gunpoint in LA holding all these watches. This dealer was with him, and we are pretty sure this was a setup. We will get a list of serial numbers ASAP. Please be on the lookout for these being offered. Holy
Archie.
there you go, man.
Archie,
I
I have some actual news.
yes.
Archie, as the unofficially elected chat representative, your chat
Yes.
is going absolutely wild for the return of Ron the Shrink. He was banned by ER. Ooh, shit.
Oh,
Speaking
I
of ER.
see. Yes.
Oh,
Ooh, speak of ER 100. Unfortunately, Ron won't be returning at this point in time. Please stop mentioning him on this stream. Yes, ma'am. I think
Guys in the chat, if you want to see the return of Ron the Shrink, you're going to have to match that donation.
well,
Mike, weren't you
whatever
in LA?
ER says goes there.
Well,
I got
Timepiece Gentleman, man. I'm sorry, Archie.
Jamie, Opulence is on. Jamie, what's going on,
Hey,
man?
Jamie.
Yeah, really good. I'm just gonna pop in for a few minutes. I just want to show you something.
Yes. Show us something. Show us.
You know how it goes with the show and tell.
Yes.
Hold on.
We love the show and holy shit, Goyard, what the hell did you get?
I got my
Is
box.
that your box?
I got my box.
Oh wow, show us, Jamie.
Is that a watch box?
Today's box day.
Oh, don't just throw that on the floor. That Goyard box, Jamie, you got to keep all the packaging, man.
Do you like? Whilst we're down, do you like my Crocs?
Oh yeah, that's
Spider-Man.
the sign of money. Right there.
British Spider-Man.
They're very
Wow.
comfortable.
Okay. So
Anyway, back to it. Right, let's pull it up.
It's Mr. Super Chat.
So I don't know what Goyard is. Is this a watch box?
You can probably sell that.
Ooh,
Goyard
ER.
bag for-
Unfortunately, Ron won't be returning at this point. Please stop mentioning him. We've mentioned that one, and there's the other one, Jamie.
Before that.
That's it.
One before that.
Holy, here we go. Free Ron the Shrink or no super. Well, no, we're not. That's
Wow.
That's it.
Is that a Louis Vuitton?
No, that's Goyard.
Goyard.
Goyard. Even
Oh,
more
Goyard. Okay.
far out. How much was
Wow.
it, Jamie?
It was around 2,800 euros.
Wow.
Thereabouts.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
Yeah. Do you know what I love
Oh.
more? Just seeing it all together.
There
Ooh.
you go. Not bad.
Holy shite.
Now, Archie, was that the problem
I got
on
a
your
missing-
LP box? Was the each square wasn't deep enough, or what was the
I'm just too
what
fat.
was your issue?
Okay.
Oh,
I gotta lose 30 pounds.
Is that a reverso or
Yes, that's a reverso at the top. Yeah.
yeah, okay, it is. Okay.
Jamie, that's amazing.
When did you get that? Today?
Today.
Congrats,
Today.
man. Hey,
Congrats,
we both got
Jamie.
a box today.
Yeah, exactly.
Beautiful
I saw you-
box.
I like your box as well. I saw you doing your box, so
Thank
it was
you.
great. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I'm going back to bed. But
All right.
keep it going, guys. See you later.
See ya.
See you, Jamie.
Cheers, boys.
See you later.
You know what? I'm going to make my own box, my own watch box that's as nicer than those boxes that you can buy for that kind of money.
Well,
Mark my words.
Mine, Mike, was I think $3.99, but I had $176 in bonus points or some shit. I didn't know the AD did that. When I was checking out, they said, "You have 176 points. Would you like to use them?" And I said, "As in dollars?" And they said, "Yeah." And I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I didn't know I
Nice.
had those. That's pretty cool. So yeah, $2,000. Wow, that's a nice
Jamie
box.
Opulence,
2,000
why are you
pounds.
so
Oh, shit.
corpulent?
2,800
Tubby
pounds.
is trying
Or
to.
something. That's like from $4,000.
Green room. I love you. How are you?
Hey, Green Room.
No, I'm okay, man. But there's a major boycott of donations going on in the chat.
I'm
Your
gonna
chat
hop
wants Ron
off,
the Shrink
boys.
back.
No, it's not. I just blocked a few people. It's all back to normal.
If they wanted Ron the Shrink back, they would super chat.
No, I don't want to upset ER. Whatever she says goes. She's supported me. It's not about money. It's just about she's a very loyal, good supporter. That's it.
Archie, we both
Ron
know
was a
that's
bit of a dick.
lie. It's all about money. Name your price to get him back. Name the price.
I don't want to upset ER.
You know what I was
Simple
going
as
to do,
that.
Archie? I was.
He was acting like a dick. I don't like Ron doing that. You know.
You remember how I did the Austin Daniels unboxing?
Yeah.
I was going to do something similar. I was going to get a big old picture of that fat windbag Ben. Just put it close to the camera and look into my eye. But I couldn't find the
Ooh,
photo.
I already did that a week ago.
I didn't know that. Damn, Green Room. I'm
The
sorry.
voice of Christmas present or past or whatever. Hey, I'm gonna hop off. I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, no worries, Trapper.
Hey,
See if
so
I
it's
can
good
go
to see
play
you,
with my
man.
box.
See you,
No
man.
worries.
I love your
No
hair.
worries.
You got a great head of hair.
Yeah.
I had a friend who always wore a cap, always. And I mean, I knew him for years and years and years, and he always had a cap on. And then one day, and this is after knowing him for like 8 years, he took his cap off and he was bald, like barely had any hair on his head. And I had never known. He just was so religious about always having a cap on.
Do you remember
that-
Derek? We all thought he was bald. Remember that Derek guy? Came with Ocean or Usheen or whatever?
Oh yeah. that guy,
Ocean?
yeah.
And he ended up having like fucking long ass death metal hair. I had no idea. I'm sorry I'm so boring, Axel St. James.
I'm kind of like that, kind of convertible. I can put my hair up like this and put a baseball cap
Green
on, and
Room.
people think I
Green
don't
Room.
have
What's
any
happening
hair.
for Christmas here? You going to be here Christmas Day, Green Room?
No, I'm not going to be here Christmas, but apparently there's going to be a very special visitor.
Okay.
Santa Claus.
$100. Archie, when someone insults a friend's wife, when Ron went on about The Undertaker and won't apologize, when Ron went on about JJ, when Ron made a meme about Sov, the list goes on and on. I'm sorry, guys.
Fuck. Guess I better be careful.
Ooh, with all due respect, if you can't handle insults, you shouldn't be on the internet to begin with.
Well, no, but sometimes you can. Ron had a line. You know, I don't understand this derogatory. This is all comes down to things that upset people. Green Room. It's not nice. We can do whatever we want, you know? I don't understand this, okay? It gets very nasty here.
So do you agree with Soraka that I should be dumping money into a mortgage when my rate's 2.5%? Right now, with kind of the unknown, everybody keeps saying there's a crash. I think I should be pumping it in there.
Look, you know what? Seriously, I don't know your full financial situation. I don't know the environment you're in, the real estate market. I don't know. I'm not a registered financial advisor. All I've done is done a few fat wid bag band 2 pounds. Ouch, Archie, I see everything. And that watch boy, $5. If you can't handle jokes, you shouldn't be on the internet.
God,
You can answer
damn
that.
phone.
You answer it, Mike. It's no problem. Just put you on mute. It's all cool. Diego.
Yes, Archibald.
Man, I would say to you, right? You're 30 years old. Look, you know what? If you've got the money, Dave Ramsey always said there's no foreclosures on paid off homes,
Yeah, that's right.
but money is so cheap. My advice is, I tell you what I got to do. I want to get rid of. My problem is this: I got a house that it needs some repairs, expensive repairs, right?
Mm-hmm. And I got a follow-on question when you're done.
Okay, so for me, I think the best thing I want to start 2022 card paid off. I have no credit card debt. My wife's main credit card is paid off. We've got a few interest-free deals. We've got 3 interest-free deals.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, they can't. To be honest with you, Diego, they're bastards. The fine print, they're just absolute.
If you pay it off in time, you're good to go. We did that with some furniture the last time we moved.
Yeah. Hello, Ronnie Paul.
How's it going?
It's not so good, Ronnie Paul. I wanted to bring my son on to say happy birthday. Do you reckon I should go and get him?
Sure.
Here's my follow-on.
Can someone give us one super chat and I'll go and get my boy on? One super chat and I'll bring him on.
Here's my follow-on.
And this is money for him because, he's a lovely guy. He's really cool.
Would you pay off a home knowing full well that it's not going to be your forever home and you might only be there for 3 or 4 years? Would there be any incentive to dump that money in there?
I got to be honest with you, man.
Because that's the situation I'm in. This isn't where I'm going to live forever. I still don't have kids. Obviously, if we do have kids, we'll need more than 2 bedrooms.
Cameron, happy birthday, AC. I'm going to go and bring him on just to say I'll give him the $100 now. I'll go and get him. Go and get him now.
Wow.
We got some money coming.
Green room.
Ooh.
You're my hero. You make me laugh.
Yeah.
Hey, so Marco got robbed, eh?
Who knows? Who knows? Damn. Low energy.
My initial gut reaction is publicity stunt. I kind of hope I'm right about that. Because,
Well, where was that posted? On their Instagram or what?
I presume so.
You can say hello. Here we go. Come and say hello. Sit down. Sit down here. Say hello. You put the headphones on. You can talk on this microphone. Say hello.
Hello.
Okay, so we'll just read the super chats that are coming for you. Here we go. We've got some super chats for you. Super chats. Super chats have come in here. Here we go. Where is it? $100 here. Read that one there. Happy birthday, AC305.
Thank you.
We got Finchy. So we got $100 here. $100 there. $100 for you. We got Finchy. $20. 20 pounds. Go get your son. Happy birthday. 20 bucks. 20 pounds. There we go. And we got Van Lux. $2. We'll give him a 5. We'll give him 5. Van Lux, happy birthday, AC7. There we go. There we go. There we go. We got another $100 from ER. Oh, he's so sweet. $100. There we go from ER. Say thank you to ER.
Thank you, ER.
And just say you don't like Ron the Shrink either.
I don't like Ron the Shrink either.
There we go.
My God.
There we go. There we go. That's it, guys. There we go. How's that?
Good.
It's it. He's off. That's it. He's had enough.
He should give
He's
you
had
a
enough.
hug. Tell him to
So
give you a hug.
Hug.
Give him a hug.
Hug. We love you. Good
Way to
boy.
go.
There you go. There we go. Look.
Oh no, there's one more. There's one more, Archie.
There's one more. There's one more.
Get him back.
Fat
Get him
Win
back.
Bad Ben. 10. I'll go and give him the $10 after this. I'll
Archie
give
will
him
pocket that one.
$10. There we go. Look at that. Look, it's always hard having your birthday before Christmas. You know that. It's always a.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
always
My
a
brother's
hard one.
birthday is tomorrow. And it was always. My parents made a big point to ensure that he had a birthday.
Yes.
And didn't punish him for Christmas.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is today really his birthday? The 22nd or 23rd?
22nd. It's actually the 23rd in Australia. It was actually
That's-
22nd.
That's
22nd.
my brother's birthday, the 23rd. Awesome.
Oh no, my brother. No, this guy's birthday is the 22nd.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
It's okay. That was really nice. Thanks, guys. I really do appreciate it. We had some great super chats that came in there. He's, it's always hard. Cam Ran R 100. Thank you. Finchy £20. Van Lux $3. Thank you. $2.80. Thank you. AC7. Happy birthday, AC7. And ER. Oh, he's so sweet. Happy birthday. There we go. That's good. And Fat Windbag Ben, I got the 10 on the side here. I'll give that to him as we go. Definitely. Yeah, sorry for chopping your chops before, Diego. I was just in a bad mood. I don't know what's wrong with me lately.
All right. Well, now that you're thinking clearly, let me ask the question.
Sure.
If you have in savings money to buy a white gold Daytona at retail, and it's not going to hurt the savings that much, there's no reason not to. Whether you need it or not, it's something you really shouldn't pass up. Being in that you can wear it, enjoy it, and if you ever need to get out of it, you'll be better off than when you started.
You know what?
As opposed to that money just sitting there.
You know what? I got to be totally honest with you, right? As much as I love watches and that there, I think you got to have some other investments, right?
I'm so scared, though. I've always been a little skeptical. Or not skeptical, but...
Look, the thing is this, right? With the Rolex is a crazy market, right? Yeah. Crazy market.
Yeah.
The problem is this. You've got to... Okay, so look. The thing is, you know what? We're in weird times.
I agree. I think I could see the downhill trend far beyond if it ever became an issue, though, you know?
Look, I think realistically, I wouldn't be putting so much money into a fucking watch. I would probably say to you, see, it's different for me because it's my business. This is my business. You understand? Like, I need to have some of this shit. Can I tell you something completely honest? If you don't tell the punters,
yeah.
If I wasn't doing YouTube, I wouldn't fucking have 9 fucking expensive watches. I reckon for me, if I wasn't doing YouTube, I would love... The sub is fucking amazing. I love my sub date. And you know what? I don't even want the fucking bluesy. I just want the sub date. Okay? Steel sub date. The bluesy's better. I prefer the bluesy, but I don't want to. I just say steel sub date is so cool. Some sort of GMT function Rolex, like a black, or a Batgirl, Batman, Pepsi, or an Explorer 2 is fine. That's 2 watches.
Mm-hmm.
I would want a Omega Speedmeister Man on the Moon.
Ooh, okay? I saw a cool chronograph too today.
Your basic collection, right, Arch?
And number 4, maybe a Reverso. There right?
You go.
Reverso. That's 4. You know what?
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't think I'd fucking need much more than that. Let me get this super chat. Andrew, £5. Diego acting like a baller with 50,000 cash. Fike me dead. Invest in property and buy Daytona when you have 5 million. Real estate is secure and not controlled by AD. Mind you, real estate is at a fucking record high. Do you really want to expose yourself? I don't know if I'd be buying in at the moment. The best thing you could have done, Diego, instead of selling your apartment, was to keep your apartment and buy the extra one.
I couldn't. I literally could not.
You did not have enough money to do that.
No, I got approved for both mortgages because we bought before we sold our place. I couldn't because the building has a 6 or 7 year waiting list to put your unit for sale or for rent.
Oh, you couldn't rent the fucking thing. I see
Yeah.
what you're saying. But could you have
Otherwise-
rented the new one you bought?
No, because you still got to get on the list. Like,
Oh, fuck.
there-
The
there-
HOO. It's called a
there-
homeowners. Oh, fuck. What a bunch of assholes.
There are
Because they
people
don't
that-
want them all as rentals.
exactly.
See, in
Washington,
my
DC?
country, you can do whatever you want. Fuck me, Dad. That's a bitch.
There are people here that have been on the list for 5 or 6 years, and
What state is this? Sorry.
it's not really a state thing. It's really some apartment buildings. Ours isn't that big. It's 5
Local
stories.
ordinance.
It's 5
Holy
stories.
shit. Let me
It's
say this to you,
controlled-
Diego.
It's controlled by the Homeowners Association.
Oh, that's
Mike.
because if you can't rent it out, how do you service the loan? Well, you're fucked. And if you
Yeah.
rented it out with their approval, what would they do?
What would who do?
The Homeowners Association, if you rented
Oh,
it out and
without their
said, fuck
approval?
you.
Without their
Yes.
approval, I think they can lien the property. I
Yeah,
signed my
they
papers
could
today.
lien the property or force you to kick them out and make things
Fuck.
back to.
I actually signed a piece of paper today when we closed on the new home. It was essentially saying if you don't pay your dues or if you're in breach of this, after
Yeah,
so
homeowners
many whatever,
associations are
they can-
fucked up.
Yeah,
I can.
And if you didn't sign the piece of paper, what would happen?
you don't get the fucking home. I mean, that's the first thing I always ask the lady. I said, so if I don't sign any of these that you're about to give me, I don't get the home, right? And she said, pretty much. And I said, all right, let me check the disclosure, cash to close. Okay, that all makes sense. Let's
Look,
go.
Okay, fair enough. That makes perfect sense, Diego. You know what I would say to you realistically?
Mhm.
Buy another
I can't pick these times. You know this? I made a bit of money on the stock market and I liquidated the position because I thought we were going to crash this was December
Ooh,
last year.
Archie, with all due respect, you are good at picking the times. You bought that investment unit and it's gone way up.
Yeah, but I should not have cashed out because I didn't get the 50% discount. That's how scared I was of the market crashing last year.
What do you mean? I don't follow.
Capital
sorry.
gains tax. They give me a 50% discount if you've held the investment for more than 12 months.
Well, didn't you? Haven't you held on to it for more than that?
Less than 12 months.
No, I'm
you have
talking
to
about
pay
some
the
share. I
debt.
made some stock investments last year in COVID.
Yes, but I'm talking about your investment property. You did very, very well on that.
No, that's
No denying
that's,
it.
No, that's yes, that's actually been fantastic. But let me say this to you, okay? Seriously, Diego, if I were you, man, I got to tell you this, man. I think you're a very bright guy. You got a great future. You're doing well. Best thing if I can give you is stay away from drugs. Okay? You are going to be very, very successful. I would say to you, Diego, you're very tricky. You don't tell me your financial position and then you're asking me for decisions. It's very hard for me to give you any pointers when I don't really know your financial position. But let me say this to you. For me, I think the best thing I can do is get rid of consumer debt. Okay? Because consumer debt, let me tell you this. For every $100,000, so we owe $200,000 on our house.
Oh yeah, you're gonna pay more than that.
That's costing me
400 something.
What's that? What are you saying?
You're talking about like by the time you pay off the 200, you're actually gonna have paid.
No.
The
Actually,
interest rate on it is not terrible.
No, the interest rate's 2%. I got 2% loan on the house. But what I'm saying is, on my credit card where we owed 20, the interest rate was 14% on 20,000. What does that cost?
I'm not that good at math without a calculator.
$300 a month.
No. What is? Okay, I'll work it
2
out. Okay,
times 14, 28.
let me. I gotta get my calculator. Let me work it out. Okay. So what I'm trying.
It's $2,800.
$300 a month.
Fuck.
$2,800.
But that's
$280 a month.
No, but that's not compounded, right? You gotta compound that. You know, compound interest, right?
Yeah, compound. But the thing is this. Let me just approximately tell you this, right? What the fuck is wrong with calculator? Why doesn't it work? Okay, here we go. On Actually, it's actually $210,000 times. It's 1.99 is the percent. Okay. I got to tell you this, man.
You're going to pay more than that, though.
The interest bill
Super chat.
is roughly $4,200 a year. Okay? That's the component of, because we do a principal and interest payment. Okay?
Yeah, we do too.
So, okay, because that means every time we make a payment, the total we owe goes down, 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 right? On the credit cards we had, so I had 10.5 on mine. I owed 10,500, and the wife owed, I think hers is 11.5.
Jesus, what is she spending it on, Arch?
It's easy to get it up there. It's not like it's
the
happens
interest
in one
rate
day.
on that was 14%. Did you realize the interest on that credit, those two, that 22,000, whatever, 22,000 is $3,000 a year. So do you see that?
Yeah,
So the most sensible thing we can do is, number one, get rid of that consumer debt. Okay?
Consumer debt credit cards.
So I've actually been working on that for the last 6 months.
And you've done it, right?
Yep.
And that's fucking huge.
Okay.
That's a
Good
good
for you.
feeling.
I got rid of mine. I paid mine off. I own no credit cards at all.
Well, I've still got some bright blue comment, $2. Arch, go to Anthony Farrah's Insta story. Big news. Okay, I will get that.
It'd be nice to have a card to have like as for emergencies, but I can't control myself. If I have it, then I'd be like, well, I could buy a fucking
Mike,
Rolex.
I got that problem, man. I don't know what's wrong with me. What the hell's wrong with me?
Yeah, it's just if it's there. Yeah.
Here, let me see.
Archie,
I can
why
pull it
didn't
up.
you just
Anthony
get a line of credit
Farrah.
with a lower interest rate and then just put the credit card debt on that? Then you'd be paying lower interest rate.
Yeah, or add the credit card to your mortgage.
You can't pay a mortgage with a credit card.
Oh, here we go. Anthony Farrah. What the fuck's this website here?
All right. I think I got it. Is it this one, Green Room? Is that what they're talking about?
That's Timepiece Gentleman, right?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at it.
Yeah, I don't follow any of these guys.
You know, he's been running around with a backpack and, full of $1 million watches
Yeah, it's
for
crazy.
so long. It's like this. Who didn't see this
Okay.
coming? I mean,
right.
Paul Thorpe.
Let me read it to you here really quick. Okay. I'll make my voice a little deeper.
Ooh,
So
is this
I've
all a
seen
publicity stunt to give us TPG attention?
No.
Okay.
Yes.
Everyone, Marco and his security detail just got robbed at gunpoint in LA, and 10 watches worth about 1.1 million were stolen. He is okay. The dealer he was with is being taken into custody on suspicion of this being a setup. On the following page, I will post a picture of the 7 watches along with the serial numbers. The watches all had the warranty cards with them. If offered, please reach out. And then it's this photo here. I don't know if you want to make me full fucker.
Yeah, yeah, I've got that. That's the watches that were taken. What's his Instagram page called?
It's one word, Anthony W. Farrer. Farrer.
I can't see it. Where the fuck is that? I can't see that. I'm on that page.
You might be blocked.
Oh, I got to follow. I'm following him.
Well, there's gun laws in LA, so
How did this happen?
He would have to get a permit to be able to be carrying a gun to avoid being ripped off. So
yeah,
it's no surprise that he got robbed.
He can't.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
this is Marco.
we didn't see this coming.
Well, yeah, he would have to get an LA. He'd have to get an LA-based gun permit to conceal carry in Los Angeles, and he's not a
But
resident.
they're not residents of LA, so
Right, they're not
that wouldn't
residents,
happen.
so he couldn't get one.
Yeah, I mean that's terrible. You can take me
Yeah.
out full screen now, unless you want to see a show.
How much do you think he lost in those watches? They look like they're all solid gold pieces.
They said 1.1 million.
0.1. Okay.
I'll just bring up a picture of those watches
Crazy.
there.
Those are the 1.1 million. That's retail, right? That's not market price.
Okay,
No,
I got a
yeah,
photo of them
market
coming up
price.
now, guys. Just hang on with me. Just hang on.
So it'd be interesting to see how he insured those watches. If he insured those watches at market price, or
No, but he
at
can't. He
retail.
can't insure them if they're not in the premises. I don't think they're insured at all. Here we go, guys. Here we can see what they are. Can you see that on the screen now? Look at this.
Can you
So
zoom
Let's
in?
have a look at what he's
We'll go
got.
left to right.
So he's got a Oyster. That's the Oyster Perpetual. So Oyster Daytona with the brown dial, rose gold. Oyster Flex.
Yeah.
There's a yellow gold Sky Dweller.
Yep.
There's a Platona,
Yep.
Platinum Daytona. Is
With
that
the green dial?
no? With the the platinum. It's got the ice blue.
But you can't tell if it's a baguette or not, right?
Yeah, I'm just going to try and that's actually what I'm just going to do now is zoom into that and see. No diamonds I can see.
Ooh.
There's a John Mayer.
Yeah, the green dial.
John Mayer.
The one next to it. Isn't that what?
Yeah, that's the
just bought?
fucking. That's not just hot. That's super fucking. That's the.
Yeah, he he got it last week.
And you know what? He was probably carrying all these watches around, not really to make a deal, but just to make a fucking clip, being like, "So, you interested in these?" And then it's just showing all these watches.
And the last one there, that's a day date.
Olive dial. Beautiful.
Olive dial day date. Yeah.
Rose gold. That's fucking killer. Wow.
ER, $100. I gotta run. Have a great show and an awesome Christmas to you and your family. And if I don't chat to you beforehand, have many things to do good. Ciao, or Merry Christmas, Fikers. ER, thank you so much, and thank you so much for making my son's birthday special. Thank you so much indeed. Thank you.
Someone has a good point. He says, so a business is failing and they're magically robbed for $1 million.
No. I don't think insurance covers that. Insurance doesn't cover that. Insurance covers watches on your premises. It doesn't cover, I'm pretty sure. And anyhow, why would you be robbed? You would sell these off. These are like liquid cash. If things aren't doing well, liquidate in minutes. You wouldn't.
He has a big history. I haven't watched in a long time, but he's got a big history of owning big pieces and saying, no, I'm holding. He speculates.
Here we go. Andrew, £2. Yakuzi Marcelo selling some watch. Well, a lot of dealers have these things. They're not that fucking rare.
Yeah.
They are expensive, but they're not that. I don't think any dealers.
Totally agree with you.
If the robbery is real, then I wouldn't blame them for hyping it up and trying to get as much attention out of it as possible.
I don't think it's fake. You don't lie about this. Come on. There's a line.
Nothing surprises me with these people. No. Sorry.
Yeah, they've already crossed some lines.
Hey, Mike, why don't you call the police station in the region that they were in? That would be public information.
Mike doesn't want to make calls, okay? Just leave. Why don't you? You can ring from Canada.
I'm long distance.
So what? Phone calls are free now.
His cell phone.
I wouldn't be ringing. Look, this is not our drama. It's not our problem. It's not our problem. It's not our disaster, okay?
Are you going to do a video, Arch?
Do a
video, Arch. Do one.
Look, I think honestly, you got to be so. Look, it's an awful thing to have happened. It just hit me. I'm not even thinking about promotion or an angle. I'm just shocked. I just can't believe this would be awful. Don't you see that?
Having a gun put to you is fucking scary. I've had it happen once.
Same here.
Scary.
It is no fun at all.
Your stomach drops. You freeze and you just almost don't believe it. And so I feel for him. I mean, and
I was gonna say, with this having happened, he'll probably be able to get his own private carry license
He's not a California resident, though.
Oh, and he's a felon
hey,
too.
can I just show you
Diego.
something? I just
No.
found something on the internet.
This
Can
is
I show
Marco,
you? It
not
must be
Anthony.
true. Can I
Diego,
show
what
you
type
something?
of what type of pistol did the wizard have?
No, it was a guy. It was someone else.
Look at this, guys. Have a look at this. I just want to bring this up. I just found this. And guess who liked it?
I don't know.
Tim
Tim
Wright.
Wright?
The difference in me and many other people out there is I'm not going to spend my life earning tons of money to not enjoy it. I don't need to be rich. It's just a byproduct at being good at what I do. I work my ass off so I can own a sick watch collection, drive nice cars, travel anywhere I want, eat out every night. I could care less about retirement account because I will never stop working. Yes, I could lose it all one day. So what? I'll start over and do it all again. I'm that
This is
confident.
an old post. This is from early December. This is an old one.
It doesn't matter. He's still a douchebag. I will not die rich. I will die poor. I will set my kids up with a very small inheritance and will give the rest away. I'm not working to become rich. I'm working to enjoy life in a way most will never.
Why does it say edited 2 minutes ago?
Who wrote this?
Ooh.
Who wrote this?
Good notice, Ronnie Paul. Thank you for the save. Fucking Green Room was hosing me down and fucked me dead.
No,
You
but that's
got
the
me out of
picture.
there. Thank you so much.
That's the image. That's the image itself.
It doesn't matter.
Edited
No, yes, it
2
does
minutes
matter
ago?
because it's the picture
It
that was
doesn't
uploaded at the
matter.
beginning of December.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. 2 weeks ago. Oh, this response comes from one of my questions, criticisms as to why I spend so much on things and do my lifestyle. There is in no way meant to boost or brag, but simply state my reasoning behind my beliefs about money. I don't think about money the way everyone does. I'm not working for money, the same reason everyone else is. I invite you, after reading this, to share your opinion. I'm curious on your thoughts.
Well,
Interesting. I worked as a lawyer in an elder law for years. I watched as tons of couples who saved every penny their entire lives to travel and enjoy themselves come down with Alzheimer's or dementia, or passed away, or were never able to enjoy what they saved, had a rough life because all they worried about was saving. Spend your money and enjoy your life. Fair point. Fair point. What do you think, guys?
Yeah, it's the
kind
bad
of zoned out there for a second.
Ronnie
I'm sorry.
Paul.
Bad
Ronnie Paul, are you a prepper? Are you a prepper?
Of course I am. You know that.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, I might be too.
Well, listen, I don't have like a whole bunch of tin cans or anything like that. But
Oh, okay.
when you're buying gold, then
I might.
yeah, I'm losing faith, right?
Can I give you some advice, Ronnie Paul?
Well, sure.
I love you.
Okay. All right.
You're
What's
single,
your-
aren't you?
Well, yeah, you know that. I told you I was single and
okay.
unmarried.
Can you spend $20 getting a proper haircut next time? Don't do it yourself.
He was
Why
just
not?
doing Archie. He was doing
It's even.
headstands. He was doing headstands earlier. That's what happened.
The sides, man. I think you might have missed something. Okay. I mean,
No, it's just starting to grow out. It's starting to grow out.
I love you, Ronnie
I
Paul.
gotta cut
Don't.
my hair every 3 weeks, 3-4 weeks. I gotta cut it. It just grows that fast.
So tell me this: you don't have the cans. How much food could you last if you couldn't get out of your apartment? How long could you last there?
Yeah, I don't know, maybe a month.
Mm. With
It's a
no
month
power.
longer than the average person.
But that's it, a month. How about you, Archie?
I'm not really sure.
Archie,
Not long. Not long.
A month?
Not long.
a month,
week?
right?
A day.
Come on.
I got nothing.
Yeah, but you got wife and kids in the house, though, right?
Archie, have you ever read the studies on those electromagnetic weapons and how they can take out power grids and how quickly everybody would be gone.
No.
It's pretty fucking scary.
The EMP.
EMPs, yeah, electromagnetic pulse.
Just
It's-
take out the whole power of the whole
It's not
city.
just that; it takes out electronics too.
Why are they going to
everything.
do that?
Zaps
Why?
all the chips.
They
Yeah,
theoretically
actually,
could.
that's the thing, Mike the Snake. That's why you need to have a car with a carburetor.
Amen.
Any car with fuel injection, they're fucked, aren't they?
It's also a natural
Unless
phenomenon
it's
that could
mechanical
occur, so
fuel
it's not
injection.
just someone with bad intentions.
Ah, mechanical fuel injection. Like that's
Old
like an
Alfa
old Mercedes,
Romeo.
you mean?
Old Ferrari, old Alfa Romeo, or even old Corvette. So,
They got some declassified studies on it. It's pretty fucking scary.
yeah, no, that's super scary shit. That's
Power goes out.
EMP zaps every chip that it comes into contact with, rendering it dead. And I mean non-fixable.
The point is not so much that you can't use your phone; it's that you can no longer
You know, the funny thing is,
create
do you remember when the
food,
Soviets,
power.
the Americans managed to get a Soviet plane?
Yeah, the MiG-25.
And
Yeah.
no, this was in, and basically it still used transistor radio. It used like
Oh, solenoids. Yeah. Are you talking
Yeah.
which one are you talking about? Because there was a few that defected. There was a lot of North Koreans that defected, and there was
when the Americans looked at it, they realized that, like, you think the newer technology, because they wondered why is this plane untraceable, because it used this old technology, which it was very clever how they did it. J.D. Gillings, $5. My son's birthday now. Laugh out loud. Is this a business or a charity? You have no shame. My son's birthday.
the money went to his son. We saw it live.
Come on.
You
That's
know,
a bit-
Archie, the United States had or I think they still do. They have an air force of Russian aircraft that were either
Archie,
stolen
Yes.
or
you
defected.
remember in the 80s there was a movie with Clint Eastwood. It was called Firefox.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was stealing a MiG in that movie, wasn't he?
No, that was not a real
No,
airplane.
it was
That
a T-38.
But that was
No.
based off of a true event, wasn't it?
No, there was a real. There's a plane called the MiG-25, which was designed to intercept the SR-71.
Subjet.
That there was one of those pilots that defected.
Made out of titanium.
Yeah.
BLLV,
he landed-
$5. Marco was to fly to California to sell all these watches. It was on Anthony's channel. He asked if he could go. Roman on his chat and told Anthony Farah to
Get
Get
G-
security.
get security.
He ran out of characters.
So listen, so Anthony does a daily blog, eh? So yesterday he was in Las Vegas with some girl at a boxing match. And I think
Yeah.
earlier in his blog he was talking to Marco, and Marco was supposed to go to LA to do something with those watches. So if he blogs tomorrow, it'll probably be up on his blog.
I see.
You know, their views were down, so they needed this. This is going to help them. Vlad, not true, Vlad.
He went to the box. What's the Jake Paul? Who was Jake Paul anyhow? Who's Jake Paul?
He's a
YouTuber.
YouTuber. He knocked the fuck out of
yeah,
this
he's a
old MMA
YouTuber.
guy. That shit was awesome.
Yes, he did.
Yeah,
Wow.
they showed it. You just got to watch the video. He shows the knockout.
It was incredible.
So who won?
Brutal.
Jake Paul won, did he? Or
Jake
Yeah,
Paul.
big time.
He fought
Who'd he beat?
Archie, a former MMA fighter, that Tyron Woodley. Pretty big guy. A lot of shit talking going back and forth, and they just knocked the fuck
Jake
out of him.
Paul and his brother. They're both big YouTube bloggers, vloggers.
Archie, do you remember the guy that went into the suicide force
yeah,
in Japan?
yeah, that's that dickhead.
Yeah,
That's
the
him.
Japanese suicide forest. That was his brother.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
No, it was.
Why are they
Jake
so
Paul that
popular?
did it.
Why are these jerks
Was
so
it
popular?
Logan.
Maybe.
It was Logan. that went to
Logan,
the
that's
forest.
right, Logan.
It was
Yeah.
yeah, it was Logan.
Original.
Why are they
YouTuber.
so popular? Tell me
We should
that.
get him on the stream.
Original YouTuber, I think. He had the most views right from the beginning, so he's got kind of that fame going for him.
I think Petey
Yo,
Pie
yeah,
was more,
fine.
wasn't
Yeah.
it?
going out with Jose Canseco's daughter for a while. Logan was, and they were super popular. Then the Japanese forest suicide thing happened, and he actually came on and manned up and said, "I fucked up. I am sorry from the bottom of my heart. I fucked up." And from that day forward, his content changed, and it changed for the better. It changed to more happy, less crazy shit, and his stream became better. Now Jake's more all about yo, and he's still like doing rap songs and hanging with the rappers, and they're both fighters, both Logan and Jake. They're both big buffed white boy fighter boxers, and they both call out big name men.
I think they both live just down the road from you, Mike.
What? Yeah, where?
I don't know, but they're pretty close to you in California.
Plastic, $2. AC3 is not a jock. He has no clue. He's a music nerd. There we go, from Plastic. Thank you. Ronnie Paul, what would you do if you were Diego? You got an apartment? You got some. How much money have we got in burning a hole in our bank, Diego?
Move on. Me?
Yeah, 30. That was how much the watch was. What would you do with it, Ronnie Paul?
I wouldn't want to buy a condominium because of the reason that you're always paying those maintenance fees, and the older the condo gets, the higher the maintenance fees are. So it's kind of like you're paying for an endless mortgage.
Yeah,
Never
but I'm
ends.
also not mowing a lawn. I'm not having to repair my roof. If there's a leak, I don't have to pay for the leak. Green room, no offense. And here's the other thing, Ronnie. Another thing, there's a 2-bedroom, 1,200 square foot home that was a teardown. You know what that means, a teardown? You buy it essentially for the lot. You know how much this fucker sold for right down the street? $1.2 million. So that's another reason I'm in a condo, not a fucking house where I live.
So it's pretty much like you have no choice, right? You want to be a homeowner. That's what your last resort is you have to buy a condo.
It's not a last resort. At this stage in my life without kids, this is what
Condos
I want.
are great. I love condo living.
Then, Archie, if you love it, you should move into your condo and you should rent the house out and you'd get more money.
I got kids, but I got the kids.
Get bunk beds.
It's only a 2-bedroom condo. It's not.
Yeah.
I don't know, Arch. I'm not particularly. I wouldn't want to put money into a condo.
Well, I think the same.
I gotta say, Ronnie Paul, £1. Thank you.
Thanks, Ronnie.
I gotta tell you guys, seriously, I think Diego's. He's a pretty head screwed on sort of kid. Man, I think that's fantastic to own the place.
My past 2 homes.
You're sorry?
Engaged, but Ronnie, my past 2 homes I've owned, the one we just sold and the one previous, we've made $120,000, and we haven't lived in either one for more than 3 years.
Yeah, but most of the time when people move, they live in a condo first and then they move into a house. How come you went the other way?
I never lived in a house. I've never lived in a house.
You lived in a house.
No, our last place.
Oh, so that was another condo.
We owned a condo before the one we're in right now. Sold that, made a bunch of money.
You're in the new condo now, aren't you?
No, we move in. We can legally move in the 24th. We gave them 2 days after closing.
You were saying you can't rent the condo you're in, right?
Correct.
Because of the HOA.
So that means you also cannot Uber it either, right?
Oh,
not Airbnb.
That's correct. And you know what? We are fine with that. We don't want a bunch of random fucking people in our building stealing our shit, fucking up our pool, our gym, our media room. There's a reason that only, I think it's 10% of the units can be rented. It's so that we don't have people fucking smoking meth.
What was the reason they didn't want you to rent it then?
I wasn't on the list. So we only moved here about 3 years ago. Never got on the list. I mean, it takes 6 years or so, 6 or 7 years to get on the list just to be able to rent it. So by the time we walked into this 2-bedroom that we're buying, it was like, well, I got to sell the other place because it's not like I could carry both mortgages, but what would be the point if we're not living in both? It made no sense.
Could you keep your dogs in one?
That'd be an expensive daycare, Archie.
You had I thought I saw on your video feed a couple of days ago. You had a German Shepherd wandering around.
does.
Yeah, I do.
You have?
He's being walked.
Hey
right
guys,
now.
I'm just going to take a quick toilet break. I will be right back, and I'll drop the tenner off for him.
Yeah. But yeah, EMPs. Let's get back on the real subject here.
Well, wait a minute. With regards to that, Mike, wouldn't you just be able to like get a Hemi V8 and then just take the fuel injection off and just put a carburetor on it?
Absolutely.
Guess what though? Where are you going to get the gas from?
You'd have to take the distributor and put points in it. You know, because if it had HEI or any kind of electronic ignition, you know, you'd have to put points back in it.
The problem with the EMPs is not so much, like I said, that you can't use your phone. It's that you have no power. You have no way to pump the gas out from the ground. Once that reserve is gone, it's gone forever.
Other cars.
Yeah, I mean, it would be Armageddon, is what it would be. It would be
no food, no shelter, no warmth.
Just everything would shut down. It's worst case scenario.
Yeah.
You know,
Larry Smith, what's up with Diego's meek voice? I'm sorry. This is what I got. I think it's better than Marcelo's.
Diego, I have to say, you come across to me like you've got your shit well together. You've carried yourself very well with Archie's onslaught tonight.
Well,
yeah,
that's
Archie
because he
like
doesn't know.
Show him up, eh?
Archie can say what he wants, but he doesn't.
But I mean, I don't know if I could have like taken it just as quietly as you have. I'll give you, thumbs up. More power to you.
I think Archie, like he said, he's been stressed, sad. He needs to blow up on somebody. I could give two shits. I'm not in this to make money.
That's what it came across as.
I'm not in this to make money. I just come here for fun and entertainment.
He needed somebody to blow off on. Yeah, he'll probably blow off on me one day, and I'm the nicest. I mean, I don't know what reason he would have to blow off on me about, but the day will come.
Yeah. And Fat Windbag Ben says Diego got found out. I don't know what that means.
I love Archie.
I
don't know what that means. What'd you say, Green Room?
I'll just be back in a sec.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, Mike, I heard you have a Pantera?
I did. It was burnt in the Northern California fires.
How long ago was that?
4.5 years ago.
Oh, okay.
What's a Pantera? A guitar? A watch?
It's an Italian supercar that Ford did a joint venture with. So it was like a Ferrari with a Ford 351 Cleveland in the back seat, mid-engine supercar.
Wow.
1971 was the first year. It was the fastest car in the world at the time of its production. It was sold by Lincoln and mismarketed by Ford and didn't do well because it was sold at a Lincoln dealership instead of Ford next to the Shelby GT350 and the other Mustangs.
I know everything about this car. Yeah.
It's my favorite car. I'll own another one someday.
Hell yeah.
I mean, it just, but hands down, it uses the same ZF gearbox that the Ford GT40 used, in the 24 Hours of Le Mans. They just flipped it upside down for the Pantera. I know. I mean, Pantera is my favorite car in the whole world. I will own another.
See, the reason I bring it up is it was here in Canada. It was owned by a very famous hockey player, and his legacy still lives on in his restaurants. And he owned that Pantera, and he was driving it drunk one night, and he crashed it and died in it.
Oh shit!
Oh really?
Yeah. You know who it was?
Elvis had a Pantera and it wouldn't start, and he shot it.
Who was it, Ronnie?
It was. You ever heard of Tim Horton?
Yeah,
I've heard the name.
I know he was a hockey player.
So Tim Horton was a defenseman for the Toronto Maple Leafs at the time.
Wow.
Dude.
Ooh, Tim Hortons is also a very successful cafe restaurant
Well,
chain in Canada.
That's what I'm getting at.
I love
Wow.
this Tim
Anyways.
Hortons so fucking much.
So Tim Horton played hockey for the Leafs, and then sometime in 1967, 68, I think it was 68, he got traded to the Buffalo Sabres.
Hmm.
And back then, a lot of the players used to drive between cities to play games, and because Buffalo was only about an hour and a half away from Toronto, when he got traded, he was still living in Toronto at the time, so he was driving back and forth between downtown Toronto and Buffalo to play games, hockey games in Buffalo. And he came up with an idea because of all these trips he was taking that it was an inconvenience to him that he couldn't find somewhere near a highway to get like a sandwich and a coffee. So he got together with a guy named Ron Joyce, and they established the Tim Hortons donut chain. And the first one that they set up was in Oakville. And on one of these trips, he was leaving Toronto to go to Buffalo to play a game, and he stopped in at the Oakville location. And Ron Joyce saw him at the time and noticed him that he was like tipsy, but he didn't say anything to him. So Tim got back into his Pantera and he drove it towards St. Catharines, and somewhere in St. Catharines, Ontario, he crashed it into a wall or a median or something and died instantly.
Wow.
So it was in a Pantera, so that's why I'm asking.
You know, somebody in the chat said you're not Canadian if you didn't know Tim Hortons was a hockey player. I'm surprised. I wasn't a big hockey guy when I lived in Canada, but you never, and I don't know if it's changed, but I never once saw anything marketed from Tim Hortons about the guy himself.
Right. So
it was just a name, Tim Hortons. I didn't know what it meant.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah. So what happened was when the franchise was owned by Tim Horton and Ron Joyce, Tim Hortons died, and Ron Joyce bought the shares that belonged to Tim Horton from his wife for $1 million. And Ron
Sorry, say that again.
You want us to go back about 10 minutes?
From the beginning, thank you.
What was this Tim Horton thing?
Do you guys have Tim Hortons in Australia?
No, actually, Toyota Mo, $50, $50. I'm gonna write that down there. I just gave him the tenner. I've got to go give him $50 Thank you.
How do you know about Tim Hortons?
You're not talking about donut, are you?
Yeah,
the donuts and coffee.
So Archie, I'm gonna tell you the story. You kind of walked in the middle of it.
Sorry, I'm glad I did because I've been wanting to know more about that guy. Ronnie Paul, £1. Thank you so much. There we did
Thanks,
plastic.
Ronnie. Thanks for my namesake.
Now
It's
donut.
kind of a long story.
Okay, so listen,
kind of a long
Archie.
story. Let's do the.
I'm gonna make this quick.
Yeah.
Mike owns owned a Pantera, right?
Yes.
Well, Tim Horton, who's a Canadian and was a hockey player, played in the NHL for the Toronto Maple Leafs. He owned a Pantera, and he was driving home drunk one night, and he crashed the Pantera and died in the car. So, anyways, back to the story. Tim Horton was a defenseman who played for the Toronto Maple Leafs in the National Hockey League.
It's not donut, but is it?
No, I'm getting into that now.
Okay.
So Tim
Get
Horton
to the donuts.
So I'm gonna give him the history. So Tim Horton was a hockey player, and he got traded from Toronto to Buffalo. Buffalo by car is about an hour and a half trip. And so what Tim was doing was he was still living in Toronto, and he was driving to Buffalo by car for the games.
Yeah.
And he was always bitching and complaining that one of the things that sucked was there was never a side restaurant located off of the highway where he could get a quick coffee and a donut or a sandwich.
Yeah.
So he found a businessman by the name of Ron Joyce, and he told Ron Joyce that he would finance setting up this restaurant if Ron Joyce would run it. So Ron Joyce said fine. So the Tim Hortons restaurant chain, the donuts and coffee, was born in a old gas station garage outside of Oakville, Ontario.
I'm just having a coffee at the moment. Speak of the devil.
So Ron Joyce was running the Tim Hortons Tim Hortons location for Tim Horton, under
Yeah.
the Tim Hortons name. It was a Tim Horton restaurant.
Yes.
And then Tim Horton was driving from Toronto to Buffalo one day to play a game.
Yep.
And on his way there, he stopped at that Ottawa location, that Oakville location, for a coffee and a sandwich.
Yep.
And Ron Joyce was running the place, and he looked at Tim, and he noticed that Tim was, drunk, but he didn't do anything about it. So Tim ended up getting into his Pantera, and he was driving the rest of the way to Buffalo to play that hockey game, and he ended up getting into a car accident and dying in the Pantera.
Okay, well that's not fucking the Joyce guy's fault.
Right? No, it's not. But what ended up happening was Ron Joyce held 50%, and Tim Horton owned 50% of that restaurant.
Sure.
Ron Joyce wanted to expand it, and his lawyer had advised him. He said, listen, you got to get 100% control of this restaurant, and the only way to do that is to buy his wife, Tim Hortons' widow, her shares. So for $1 million, he bought her 50% stake in the restaurant, and he started expanding. Now, up until about 1994, you would see all of that hockey memorabilia in his restaurants. But in 1994, in the bathroom of some conference in some hotel in the United States, he sold the restaurant to Wendy's.
This is a really long story.
Yes, and Wendy's bought it in '94, and then they didn't want to keep that image anymore because they wanted to sell it to Americans. And an American, who the fuck is Tim Hortons to an American? Yeah. So they kept the name, but they got rid of the paraphernalia, and that's the story.
Okay, but what about donut?
Well, so they make donuts, but they've expanded, right? Now they make sandwiches.
No, there was a famous. Let me explain this to you.
Hey, I gotta go.
No.
I gotta go eat dinner. Open some champagne.
See you later, man.
Goodbye.
What's the occasion for the champagne?
My realtor bought it for us.
The what?
My realtor bought it for us.
Ah, of course. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So,
okay. Cool.
See you guys. See you, Mike, Ronnie, Green Room, Archibald, Chesterfield. Goodbye.
Ciao. There was a
Archie.
famous collector called Donut. He was nicknamed Donut. That was his handle on Time Zone. He owned a Tim Hortons franchise.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
And he also had a magnificent watch collection. Like, really magnificent.
So
and then he died of a heart attack.
Yeah. So here in Canada, Tim Hortons is like a license to print money. If you're a franchisee, you can make a lot of bank off of it. So the fact that this guy had a good watch collection doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
What kind of restaurant is it?
It's just a coffee shop. It's like a Starbucks. It's like a Starbucks, except it's a bit down market. Tim Hortons was always lower middle, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. It wasn't a Starbucks and it wasn't a Dunkin' Donuts. It was somewhere
like Starbucks is upmarket. Dunkin' Donuts was
like
for kids.
Marie Callender's or something.
What's that again?
Like Marie Callender's, or Denny's or something. Well,
it wasn't a restaurant. It's more of just coffee and cake.
Yeah.
And donut.
But
okay. Tim Hortons.
You know what? I think you got to look for it, Mike. I wouldn't be surprised if there's at least one Tim Hortons in LA.
Here we go. Van Lux, $2.80. Super chat for Archie's son. Okay, I've got the $50 from Mo and Van Lux. We will definitely do that, man. Thank you so much. He really does appreciate it. He's a good guy. And he wants to get some more gardening stuff happening. He's the guy who likes the cacti and the bees. He's the bee. That's his hobbies. He likes these things. Ronnie Paul, did you?
Yes.
I just wanted to say to you, Chinese are investing in watches instead of real estate.
I don't think so much, Arch. I think they're all investing in property.
Yeah.
They tried the gold for a while, and then they switched over to property, and they found the property is more lucrative.
Yeah. No, this is Chinese. This is a new thing that's just come out today. Chinese investors pick up luxury watches over houses. I'll just bring up the article. It's an interesting article that's come in, and this is partly because of preppers like yourself.
Is it in Forbes?
I'll bring it up. Just hang on. It was, I think they syndicated all over the shop, okay? Share screen. I'm bringing it up here now. This was in Swiss Info. Okay, I've never heard of this magazine. Financial Times, Shanghai Financial Times. The wealthy are spending their money on watches. The Chinese, once enthusiastic property investors, are turning their attention to luxury watches as a better store of value in the face of slowing economic growth and President Xi Jinping's intensifying campaign against housing speculation. Multiple high-end resellers told instead they're extra cash on timepieces such as Rolex and Patek Philippe. What do you reckon?
Sounds good. I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but it doesn't mean it's going to get a whole lot more expensive.
Chinese love their yellow gold, you know.
Yep, that's exactly it. So it's an interesting thing. There was an article in Fortune magazine. How did you know that? Chinese investors.
I figured it would either be in Fortune or Forbes, right?
But who knows? You know, all this stuff is so hyped. It's so hyped, man. This is a rigged deck. Would you agree with me? It's a rigged deck we're playing with.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not in the club, Archie.
We're sheeple. We're spoon fed what we need to hear so that we keep
we were
doing
never
what
allowed
we do.
into this club, you know.
Yes.
We're not part of the big boy club.
No, that's right. So, Ronnie Paul, are you looking forward to Christmas? What's happening with your Christmas? Who are you spending it with? What are you doing?
Parents. In Niagara Falls.
Wow. Would you ever go over Niagara Falls in a barrel?
No.
That's a pretty big drop.
That is.
Niagara Falls is on border with Canada and America, isn't it?
Yes, it's bordering with New York State.
Yeah, splits them.
Wow. What are you doing, Mike the Snake?
Going to my brother's for a family Christmas dinner. And unfortunately, without my father, who that last phone call was just to inform me that he's just gone into emergency surgery for his leg. He may lose his leg.
Fuck. How does he feel about that?
I know how he feels about that. He feels like shit, but it's not 100%. He's developed an infection, and the damage was so severe that he had such a huge exposed area. They've needed to do skin grafts and things, and they've needed to leave an area open for it to heal before they can put a skin graft over it. And that area has given them trouble, and so they've had to go in for an emergency surgery. They moved him back to Oakland just now, and I think he just got out of surgery. It was what my brother called it to let me know that the things went well. But you know, if things get any worse, you know, the worst case scenario is worst case scenario. I'm still happy to have my dad. You know, I'm just lucky that he's still here. So I'm grateful for that. But yeah, he's. I mean, he was going through this miraculous recovery. Everybody was just blown away. This 86-year-old man is just recovering from these injuries that, you know, you and me and everybody else would be long dead for. And he was 86, but he looked 70. He flew F-104s in the Air Force and kept in shape his whole life. You know, so he was in better shape than me at my age today. Played golf every day.
Look,
that's-
NATO says, I can't believe Mike's dad was flying a light plane at 86.
Yeah, that's why I mentioned he looks 70. You see a picture of him. I'll find a picture sometime and put it up of him.
Stephen Monash, $2.
He looks 70.
Suksan Wan Jerd Juk Luk Chai Klong Kun Na Cup. There we go. My God, one leg is better than brain damage. Yes, very good point, Discount. I don't know what to say, really.
Yeah, they're just
It'd be awful to lose a leg, don't you think?
put out good energy into the universe for my dad. That's all.
Yes.
There's nothing we can do.
Yes, you're right,
Um,
Mike.
It's in the doctor's hands and my dad's ability to heal. And all I can do is just sit in the background and hope for the best.
When did your parents divorce, Mike?
When I was about 15.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's actually the main cause of what caused me to take my hard left turn in life. And my two younger brothers were not really affected by the divorce, and I was severely affected by it and was sent reeling by it. It really fucked me up hard. You're 15 years old. You're going through puberty. You don't have your identity yet. You're trying to figure things out. You're confused. Your parents aren't behaving the way normal parents would be when they're happy, and but they're keeping it from you.
Yeah.
And they're not letting you see it. And one day I was just informed that my parents, it was fucked up how I even found out that they were getting divorced. My dad didn't even have I didn't even find out from my parents that they were getting divorced. I found out from this fucking douchebag guy. Came in and said, "Oh, it happens to the best of them." And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Your parents, you're getting divorced." And I'm like, "What are you fucking talking about?"
How did he know? How did douchebag know?
Because my dad had come to visit him and drove in a new Porsche 924, the worst Porsche ever made, front engine piece of shit. And I was inside the house, and he never came in to visit. I had a summer job at this winery, and I was friends with the owners of the winery, so I had dinner with them every night. And he came to visited with Bob, and then he never came in to say hi or anything. And I heard the car start up, and he drove off. And then Bob came in. Then he's half drunk, and he just kind of came in and made like, "Oh, it happens to the best of us, happened to my parents, blah blah blah." And I was just like floored to the fucking bone. And his wife was like, "Bob, you can be such an asshole sometimes, you fucking idiot," and that's how I found out. Things went downhill from there as far as my dad and I's relationship. He moved out shortly thereafter. Actually, before that, he actually moved out to be closer to work. And we bought it hook, line, and sinker, and we didn't think anything of it. And we lived way out in the country, and so I became the man of the house instantly. And my mom raised the three of us, myself and my two younger brothers, until we moved to this house that I'm in now in 1985. And then in like 87, I moved out. Went to going to the junior college, and I've been in and out of this house over all those years. But for 10 of them, I was off on a serious left hard turn. You know the story.
Hey,
Under a
Plastic.
bridge, homeless.
Hey, how you going, guys?
Hey, who's this?
Plastic. How are you, man?
Ooh.
Sean
Yeah.
W, $2.80. AC3 birthday fund. AC Son's birthday fund. Thoughts? TPG's new tattoos.
Yeah, I don't get why
The
he
guy's
did
such
that.
he's such a douchebag. He's a douchebag, isn't it?
Well, like I saw him and he always had like this clean cut image of himself, right? All the health stuff and what have you, and then to go and do the sleeve is odd.
It's
Good way
weird,
to
isn't
get-
it?
Good way to get hip C, hip B, hip A.
Like if you wanted to
HIV.
be, if you wanted
Dirty
to
No,
needles,
no.
guys. Dirty needles. He's
You know,
probably
if he
used to
wanted to-
shoot up in the prison, you know.
if you wanted to be different, then you would not have tattoos. Now he's like everybody else. He has the tattoos.
I don't know, Archie. Did you watch Love Island Australia recently? It had
No,
all
I don't
the hot
watch
young.
TV.
Anyway, all these hot young 20-somethings, and every other season it's been everyone's covered in tats. Now all the hot young 20-somethings go on these shows. There's no tats, so tattoos are so passe.
Tim Wright cancels culture streams, £2. Guys, I am finished. I wanna drink.
Or one.
You know, Archie, I called in because I am worried about Tim.
Yeah.
I know Bear really likes him, and he's trying to really push him and give him an opportunity through you and help you both your channels. But mate, you can't
He's a liability.
support an alcoholic, man. You just can't. It's not good for your business. The guy's unpredictable. He's making bad gonzo streaming decisions. He's going to have a lawsuit on his hands soon, man. The way he's treating some of these people in these gonzo streams. Like, you don't want to be associated with that, man.
Like, what's he saying?
Well, he's taken videos down because apparently he's molesting young women in bars. I mean, if that's the truth, you just, you think about the Me Too cancel culture. You can't have that associated with your stream.
No. What's wrong with him? What do you think's wrong with him? He's just desperate to be famous?
It's the gonzo streaming. It's addictive, I think. I think he's in an unhappy relationship with his wife. I think he's telling her a bit of a fantasy about how his life is actually going, and he's saying, "Oh, it's great," you know. He's heading out there with his camera and his phones or whatever, and he's saying, "I need to spend this money. I have to do it, otherwise, you know, my YouTube channel is going to be a failure." So he hits the bars. He's probably spending way more money on the bars, on the alcohol, than he's getting back in super chats and revenue. But it's becoming an escape from the reality and the mundacity of his life. And I think his boring little apartment with his loveless marriage and all that, and the in-laws on his back, has given him a need to create this fantasy world of becoming a YouTube success. And he's just not going to cut it like that.
He's got no hope, has he? Really? I mean,
not drinking like that. He's going to end up. He's going to end up really in a really, really bad way. And I'm worried about him, man, because underneath it all, despite all the circular logic and all the craziness and shenanigans and the war between all you 3 or 4 guys a few months ago, he's actually a reasonably nice fella. And I think if he just cuts out all the gonzos, cuts out all the drinking, does some nice reviews, does some watch reviews, you know, maybe not steal all your shtick, but just start pumping out a couple of videos a day. I think that'll get him back to reality.
Yeah.
And I think he needs to work. I said this to him the other day. He said how depressed he was. And I said, listen, Tim, what you need to do, mate, is go back and do a couple of days a week in a regular 9-to-5 job and appreciate what's actually required to get through this world. Because AC3 started YouTube as a part-time gig. And when YouTube got too big and you had no other options, you became unemployable. Tim is not unemployable. He can still find a job and he can still make money in YouTube at the same time.
He's in New York, for God's sake.
If he can't get a job in New York, imagine him working in Uber or something like that, or just doing something to help a little bit with his family situation, pay the bills. He'd be out and about, he'd be healthy, he'd be making some real money, and then he can YouTube as a side hustle. That would be the best way for him to grow his business organically.
Yeah.
This whole thing with gonzo streaming, alcoholism, abusing strangers' girlfriends, all that stuff.
That's nasty.
Well, that's what the allegations are. That's what you were talking about earlier, and I hope it's not true. But if it is, I mean, that's terrible.
I watched the video. He's just a little aggressive towards a couple on their first
But
date.
Mike, you said if that was you on the first date, you would have knocked the fucking shit out of him, man.
I would have.
Yeah, right. So you can't tell me that based on what you saw.
Yeah, he crossed the line. I mean, as far as being, he interrupted a first date like in a major way, and and if that were me, I would have taken it a little more personally. It just so happened the gentleman happened to be a really nice guy,
Now listen,
and he happened to go with it.
Mike, you are soul of the earth man's man, right? You don't fuck around, right? You're on a date. You're taking Sydney J to the fucking soda pop shop, and you're buying her a split sundae and a soda, right? And some fuckwit walks up, right, with a camera, right? You're gonna wipe the floor with that cunt, aren't you? You're gonna knock the fucking shit out of him, aren't you?
I can say that I would have acted differently than the gentleman in that particular video. Yes.
Yeah, you would have reached down his throat and pulled his fucking intestines out through his mouth, wouldn't you? Come on, man.
No, I can't. I'm not going to say that, but I can say that the guy that was on the first date with the lady happened to go with things and take things much more nicely than I would have. That's all.
Right. So basically, look, maybe using someone's first date is a bit harsh. Maybe he crossed the line. But that seems to be, he's becoming very familiar with all his subjects on all his shows lately. Like he meets someone in a bar, he puts his arm around and he starts telling him his life story. He starts talking about his Rolexes. If someone's going to get fucking mugged soon, right, it's going to be him, one of his Rolexes. Because one day he's going to be walking down the wrong street and someone's going to say, fuck you, I want your Rolex. I don't care if it's on YouTube, give me your watch.
He does live streams, so that would set him up, yeah.
Fucking oath. Mate, I tell you, if I was a desperado and someone said, hey, there's this guy on YouTube walks around drunk, wears a fucking Daytona, right? If you're a cracker jack fucking punk in the middle of fucking New York and you know all the hustles, all the side streets and all the places you go, you can find Tim Wright, right? And you can put a knife under his ribs and say, give me that fucking watch. Wouldn't you?
Me? I don't know. I'm on the other coast.
What about you, AC3? Would you track him down if you were hard up, needed cash?
Look,
just put a ski mask on, and you can find him.
I know what you mean.
I don't know. He seems to be getting a little more boisterous and a little more outgoing with his streams. There's a
place in Brisbane called Inala Plaza. That's where we take AC3 for his lunch dates, right?
Look, but it's a completely different scene, okay?
No, but there was one day, man, you brought in your box of Protects, right? And the fucking tweakers started circling.
I got a big guy like you. I don't need to worry about nothing.
Exactly.
You protected me, man.
Does Tim Wright have a big guy like Plastic helping him?
Yeah. You're a football. You're a fullback, weren't you?
Yeah. Well, listen, I played a lot of rugby in my day, and I got hands like shovels. You just ask.
Hands like shovels. That's exactly.
You've seen them, man. You've seen them. They're fucking gigantic hands,
exactly.
Man. Right now, listen.
Huge.
You need that. Well, you know what they say about a man with big hands, right? Big gloves. He needs big gloves. But listen, Tim Wright is a great guy, and he is a talent, undoubtedly. But I think he needs to get I think he needs to treat YouTube as a side hustle. He's not at your level. And I think Bear is the only one who can get through to him. And Bear needs to tell him, listen, Tim, every second or third day do a live stream, every other day go on Archie's show and learn from the master. Learn from the OG how to perfect your craft, how to soul read, okay? Because he hasn't got those abilities, man. I hate to say it, but Tim's only as good as a guest on the show. And that's why I want TN Tickers on your show, because TN Tickers is the fucking star, man. All right?
I know what you're saying. Actually, I'm just emailing TNT because he asked me to come onto Tim's stream before, but
You can't
I
waste
said
your time on Tim. Tim's stream is not good for your brand, Archie.
uh,
Marcelo's stream is better for your brand than Tim's.
yeah, you're saying Tim's turning toxic. Is that what you're
He's
saying?
mate, for your brand, you need Tim to start to put aside the gonzo and become more of a regular on your show. Learn from
I
you.
told him this. I told him this before. I said, man, what are you doing, man? Maybe
And
he
you
likes
need
the
TNT.
alcohol.
TNT, yeah, he does. He needs a break from it. TNT, come on the Archie show. This will be the best thing for your show. You know, TNT has only got 400 subs, right? And he's an entertaining and he's an interesting little fucker, right? Put him on your show, he will have his 1,000 subs within fucking 2 weeks. And he will light up YouTube, and he will be the fixture, the cornerstone.
We got
of your
Doc.
show.
Doc BBW. How you going, Doc?
Hey, Doc. Love you, man.
And back at
what
you,
do
Plastic.
think?
We know you love we love Plastic. I think Plastic is spitting some truth. I came on just as he came on.
You know, I call it like I see it, man. You know, look, when I start to see things,
He's not pulling.
Plastic
Plastic isn't pulling a character right now. He's speaking.
No,
he's speaking from his heart right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm even on the show. I've even come on the show. People can see me, for fuck's sake. I don't often do that.
I don't think I misrepresented his behavior in that video either. Like, I think if he were on the show now today, what I said about him, I don't think he could deny or
He'd apologize.
He could say anything bad about it. I mean, because I'm not one to say anything bad about anybody. I try to be as neutral as possible, and I also call things like I see it.
Exactly, but see, that's the thing, Snake. When someone like you, who's nice, who's honest, who's genuine, who fucking like, mate, you are salt of the earth, good guy, right? You're a lovely man. You're a great son. Listening to how you support your mother was unbelievable. That's just magic. I think that's something everyone should be fucking really proud of you for. And for you to come out and say that crossed the line, right? When you're a tolerant motherfucker. To me, that means something really fucking bad went down on that stream. And I saw a little bit of it, and he was out of control. What I saw, but I didn't see the ending.
The ending was pretty funny.
That's a good point. It's rare that it makes that somebody's out of line.
It seems to be a regular thing with him lately, though. You know, him getting drunk and
Plastic,
live streaming.
One of the things that Plastic was mentioning was the job situation, and unfortunately, men around the world, and especially in the United States, men are valued primarily by their jobs. When you meet people at a dinner party or whatever, instantly people saying, "What do you do for your job? What do you do for work?" And that's the reason in part. And
I've driven buses, man. I've driven fucking limos. I've done all that. I've done labouring. I've done outdoor work. I've done bar work, mate. I've done everything to get by, to do what I have to do. You know, there's a lot of honour in just working hard. You know,
that's exactly right.
I'm a busboy 5 days a week, and I'm fucking YouTubing for 2.
But I'm saying it's a psychological impairment when you can't say that you work an honest job, like you were mentioning. Even if you're working a job 3 days a week, it's a psychological impairment for a man not to be able to say he has a regular job.
Exactly. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, you're right.
So what did you think, Doc? He's out of control now. You're the face of reason. Is Tim? I haven't seen this stuff. Is he really out of control? Is he a liability?
I haven't seen it, and you know me.
I see a trend.
Well, the problem is that
is it dangerous? Is this dangerous? This is not a healthy thing.
It's not healthy, as Plastic pointed out. It's pretty rare that Mike the Snake says somebody's out of line. How many times has Mike said someone's out of line?
Exactly.
Tell me this: is Tim's marriage completely off the rails, or is that shtick? What's the difference between shtick and reality?
I have heard. Actually, can I say this? Oh, look, I want to say one thing, Doc, because I'm happily married, right? And contrary to everything,
lucky man, you're a lucky man.
Archie's happily married too. I know he has ups and downs, but listen, when you're married and when you love your family, you know where you want to be? Home. at home with your family.
Yep.
Not out fucking walking around with a bunch of strangers, drinking fucking 5 gallons of piss.
At midnight.
Touching up someone's missus.
At midnight.
Waiting for your fucking head to be smacked in. Well, let's call it as it is.
Yeah.
Well,
You know,
we love him, but he needs to settle down.
I think that my impression is that his wife's not thrilled about his YouTubing, and that's. I think everybody who watches his channel knows that Super Slap thing got out of hand, and from what I've heard, because I never actually saw it, but I heard that she was putting a lot of energy behind the slaps.
That's telling.
Well, she was hitting him?
Well, I think it was his idea, something called a super slap, where if she slapped him, people would pay for her to slap him or something like that. But during the good years of my marriage, my wife would have slapped me gently. During the bad years, she'd have floored me.
Interesting, Doc. Interesting. So you're a victim of the Me Too culture. You are one who can put his hand up and say Me Too because you were abused by your spouse.
No. Well, she never physically abused me, partly because I'm 6'4" and she was 5 foot. But what I'm saying,
say, Me Too, Me Too.
But what I'm saying is that if I were doing a YouTube channel and I asked her to do a slap for money, during the good years, she would have slapped me so gently, I would have had to say, "Come on, put something in it. You make, give him what he paid for, But
get it.
during the bad years, I wouldn't have said anything. She'd have slapped me so hard, I would have gotten knocked out of the chair. And she'd say, "Oh, I thought that's what you wanted."
I tell you what, Archie, Tim's lucky his wife doesn't have fucking hands the size of mine, man.
Ooh.
I never seen you this fucking fired up. Why do you care,
Yeah, well,
Plastic?
I mean,
I'll tell
Man,
you
you
why.
are so fired up, man. I never seen this.
Because I
Tim
believe
is
this. Listen, Tim's a talent and he's a nice guy, and Bear is pushing the Tim train, right? And that's great. And we know Bear got in the chat, and we know Bear pulled himself into line because some of the fans, some of the cancel culture babies are getting upset, right? That means that look, Bear doesn't get behind a stinker. Bear doesn't stand behind a barrel of shit. He puts himself behind winners, right? Tim Wright is that nugget of gold in a stinking pile of shit. We just got to get the gold out and wash the shit off. And we can do
Also,
that. And that's what I want Bear to do. Get him in there and say, cut this fucking bullshit out. Get back on Archie's show more regularly. Get a fucking job, pull your life together, and make up with your wife and become a good YouTuber. Not a fucking gonzo streaming fucking weirdo. I've had my say.
I would say also, though, that Bear realized he was kind of hoodwinked a little bit, not just with Rolex, but also with Tim. And
Rolex? What the fuck did Rolex do? Sorry, Doc, this is news to me.
no, well, Bobby Google kind of fooled Bear
Oh, yeah. Listen,
into attacking Rolex, but he also did the same thing attacking Tim.
there's only two people Bobby Google didn't fool. All right? Two guys
Yeah.
that Archie's taking to lunch next week.
So I think that Tim, Bear revisited the whole Tim issue and realized that Tim was a good guy, and I pointed out several times now that Tim was the guy who came on and honestly said, I'm trying to promote my channel. This is why I'm here. This is what I want to do. When Archie first asked him, why are you coming on the channel? That was like one of Archie's first questions. What are you doing here? Who are you?
That too. Me and the Solvon, we always said the same. Tim paid his due. He paid his way on. He bought his way into this.
But now he's turning into a fucking liability. That's what you're telling me, isn't it?
Well,
just be truthful with me, guys. Is he a liability? Do I abandon this?
No,
I don't know that you.
What do I
think you have to
do?
abandon him. There needs to be an intervention with
You
him.
need to talk to him.
Archie, he's abandoned you. Where the fuck has he been this week? Where the fuck has Tim been?
Actually, I don't want to say anything nasty. Can I say one thing quickly?
Uh-oh.
Let me just grab this super chat. Monty Cello, $1.99. Plus deck, why do you what Tim do. Plastic, why do you what Tim? Because okay, fair enough. Now,
This is not a shtick. This
can
is
I
no
tell
longer
you
a
something
shtick.
that really worries me? Shot in the dark, $2 g'day, Plastic. And
Hey,
we've
g'day, Shot. I
also,
love Shot.
let me just
Fuck
say
with
one
Shot was
thing
on the
to you
show.
there. I want to tell you something, okay? Because
I want to
think
say
it's
that's a nice hat there, Plastic. By the way,
Oh,
I
thanks.
didn't
I picked
mention
it up
that
in the
earlier.
garage sale.
I got to mention it. It's nice looking.
I can't stop
Yeah.
smiling though. It's because I'm really enjoying the show.
let me say this to you. I actually had TINT tickers. I've been
love TINT
contacting TINT tickers, right? One thing about Tim, there's only one person who's more lazy than me in life, and you know who that is? Plastic?
Oh no.
Tim. He's lazy.
What?
Yeah, but
He got
he's
TINT
magnetic.
tickers. I contacted TINT tickers and said, "Hey TINT tickers, hello, Archie here. I would love to do a live stream with you. Are you free to come on?"
Mm.
And TINT tickers came back and said, "Yeah, I'd love to come on. Let's make it in the new year."
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Then TNT tickers came to me today and said, "Tim, this is dated. This is 5 minutes before I go live. So, man, I'm like Bob Hope, okay?"
Oh, you're way better than Bob Hope.
No, you don't understand it. You don't get the reference.
No, I
What
don't
did Bob
understand.
Hope get before he went? Okay, it's a joke. I'm trying to be funny, okay? T and Tickers, Tim asked me to ask you to come on his stream for 5 minutes before you go on.
What the fuck did he ask himself?
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, what?
Is he that fucking special? He needs to send his fucking
Yeah, so
his
T and
guests around
Tickers
to
is his
talk to
minion,
you?
right? So
No,
he's
more
too.
than that. T and Tickers hold that show together on a good day.
Yeah. So he's asking I mean, I only got the email now, but I got to tell you, man, what worries me, I think Tim is becoming a liability. Do you understand? He had this very good woke culture with a slightly older, very attractive, gorgeous Korean lady. That was his wife, right?
Mate, beautiful, beautiful lady. She is. My
And
God.
why does he
Wow.
embarrass the situation by going out? I mean, I just can't believe
I have
it.
some theories about it that I'm not going to say on the air.
No.
I'll tell you off air.
But I mean,
let's just say it may not be in his control.
look, the thing is, no, but the thing is, look, she's a professional woman, right?
Yeah.
Why
Well,
is
that's a good
he's
point.
not that
makes it
good
worse.
looking? He's not that good looking, okay?
Well, he cleans up nicely, and he
said
gained a
so
little
himself,
weight
Archie.
recently, but before that,
That's
He's
right,
not
he said
that
so
good
himself.
looking,
He's-
okay?
He's a charming motherfucker. He is charming.
But I mean, you know what? You can see how he charmed her.
Oh yeah, but now it seems like the house of cards is collapsing. I mean, if that was me,
actually, the good
I'll
point,
be trying to make fucking babies every fucking day of the week.
the point that you made just now, it actually makes it worse that she's a professional, and has a,
What
and
they
has
making
a,
babies?
yeah. I mean, it's just more pressure on Tim to be the one who doesn't have a job, and his wife is a professional with a job, and that just makes it a little more difficult for him.
So him going out and drinking means he gets his balls back out of the purse for a few hours. That's how it seems like. And he's thinking, I'm a man now, look at me, I can go out and be a man, a single man, and do this gonzo shit. And but imagine how he wakes up the next day and he has to face her in the morning, and he's just been out fucking for 12 hours.
Well, I'd be
around
honest,
the streets.
the concern I'd have is that his wife might find out about what was going on in the stream. It wouldn't be that hard.
Oh, mate, it wouldn't be that hard. Hey, just watch him. Yeah, you're right.
He's out of
So-
control. What do we do?
He just needs an intervention.
He needs to be back on your show. And he needs to bring fucking TNT tickets with him and stop hoarding the talent. Right? You share all your talent with Tim. Right?
Mm.
Tim's a fucking hoarder of the talent. TNT is a fucking YouTube talent. He
I
needs
also
to
have-
be on the Archie show.
The only good news is Tim would probably be watching this stream now, wouldn't he? His ego won't let him not. No?
He
No.
won't watch this. He won't watch this.
But
But one of
I
these
will-
little lackeys will tell him we had a go at him, and he'll probably watch a bit. He won't give a fuck. He'll be like, who cares? Yeah, who cares about that?
I can put something out there, just food for thought for you, Arch.
Yeah.
It's possible that some of his behavior represents a decline after leaving your channel.
You
This is
reckon?
where we need Ron the Shrink on. I know Ron's banned in the chat. Why can't we have Ron on the show just to talk through some of the psycho babble? To give us all a bit of an education. ER doesn't mind Ron on the show, does she? I mean, ER doesn't mind Ron being on the show. He just doesn't have wrench. That's all it was. Take the wrench off.
He's
Archie,
away
I want
from.
to say something.
Yeah.
Yes, green shrimp.
You know, look, when you have a chat that's over moderated, and when people can't say what they want to, the chat, and I think ultimately the stream altogether, loses a big part of its charm.
Yeah.
And when you have heavy over moderation, you know, some of the most beloved chat members that have been banned, like Ron, and I think over the long term it's going to damage the channel.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think ER will eventually lift the ban. I'm sure she will. But listen, Green Room, the thing is, the difference with Archie is the people that want to ban people in the Archie chat, they pay the right to do it, right? The people that are banning people on the fucking TINT chat, they're just a bunch of cancel culture babies. You can't handle jack shit.
Well, you know, I think that's kind of what's happening here. I think if you look at the reasons why Ron got kicked out, I think it'd be very,
but that's fine.
very similar reasons.
Listen, Archie got paid good money to ban him.
Well, let me just say this: if it's about the money, I think you'll find that Ron has actually, gotten quite a large amount of money for Archie over his recent appearances. People paying $50. He shows up for 2 minutes. People paying $50 to leave. I think in the long run, I think Ron's going to make more money for Archie than maybe ER.
Archie, tell Green Room the situation, please, so Green Room doesn't, you know.
Look, ER's been very, 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 very generous, and we can't ever forget that. But look,
also just worth mentioning, ER is a very good person.
Exactly. She honestly, and I didn't like some of the racial things that were said with Ron. I mean,
what did he say?
He was talking about wogs and that there wasn't said well. I mean, people are very sensitive to this.
With all due respect, Pontiff, he would refer to himself as one.
Yeah, but he's a look.
There's a hell of a lot worse of things that you could say.
I know, but people don't. They take these things badly. I'm just saying,
you shouldn't be on the internet. You shouldn't be on the internet. You have to toughen up a bit. I'm sorry. And
I'm gonna give my opinion, and my opinion is
look.
It's okay
My concern is Tim. That's what I'm concerned about. Is Tim? What the hell is going wrong? I see a man who's going down the shitter very quickly. Is it that bad?
I think Tim would benefit from your taking him under your wing. That's right. You taking him under your wing. Like before he went off the rails when he got tossed off your channel. I don't think when he got tossed off the channel, I don't think that he felt good about that. I don't think Tim's a nasty person, and therefore, when he got tossed off your channel, I think it hurt him a little bit.
Yeah.
That's my theory.
Yeah, I understand.
Well,
do you think it's time? Hey, Plastic, it's all about the money. Do you think it's time we ditch that Tim loser? And who else have we got? Can we get JJ back? JJ, come back!
JJ, come back! You can steal the lead. JJ, come back.
Well, I liked him. I wish the best for him. And like I said, I'm seeing a trend that isn't positive.
Could this lead to a bad addiction for Tim? Are you seeing addictions in his?
What's next? Smoking crack in the alley and YouTubing that and giving away a Rolex to some crackhead for more crack? Come on, man.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but has Tim's behavior been out of line when he's sober?
Yeah, but who's the real Tim? That's the
thing. I don't think so. Not as much.
Authentic Tim. We want real Tim.
I've kind of only seen him when he's had a few in him.
Well, I think
I don't watch his stream very often.
I think that the Tim that originally came on the channel that was working with
the truth, $2. Tread lightly, Green Room. The truth is here for you.
With all due respect, Freedom of expression is the cornerstone of Western civilization, and when you toss it out the window,
We don't have freedom of expression anywhere in the free West.
Yeah, and that's why the West is in complete downfall because of that.
I agree with freedom of expression, but you can't be free from repercussions of that expression. And so all I would say is, as a watch channel, we probably just don't want to be using any of the verbiage.
And let's remember, guys, if VR didn't pony up with some hard-earned cash, nothing would have happened, right? And this show is about the money, the cabbage, the moolah. Archie needs to get paid, bitch.
Well, I guess my opinion is I don't think it's a sword worth falling on to be able to use derogatory terminology for Italians on a watch channel. That's all I'm saying.
I don't
it's
think
a watch
it's a sword
channel
that we want to accept, is it?
I think it's a watch channel. We shouldn't use derogatory terms for any ethnicities of any kind because it's a watch channel. Let's just leave that for some political channel.
Yeah, I agree.
If it's actually a watch channel, then there's something very wrong with it.
Well,
I got to tell you guys, there's some interesting debate there. I've got to tell you, Plastic. I think it might be time we say goodbye to Tim. Is that what you're saying to me?
I didn't hear that.
No, I don't think so. I don't think so at all.
Mike,
Is he a liability?
Mike, with all due respect, the question was addressed to Plastic. And this is my answer. Tim needs to step away, sort his life out. Then, with Archie's permission, he needs to want to come back on your show, Archie, not feel like it's a chore, an opportunity to drop the lean. He's got to go, fuck, I can learn some shit from Archie. And one of the few people in the world that can tell him this is Bear. Bear, pick up the phone, call Tim, put his head right.
I think he's right. Bear's the link because he's a friend of the channel for you, and he's a friend of Tim.
And give us tea and tickets for fuck's sake. Give Archie tea and tickets. Don't be greedy with your talent. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, I need that tea and tickets guy. That tea and tickets guy is he's the future.
He fucking is. He is. Mate,
You can't hog the talent. You can't hog the talent. I want tea and tickers on here.
Can everyone chant? Tea and tickers.
I like tea and tickers. He's a nice guy.
Yeah,
he's a very nice guy. That's the talent. That's the future.
By the way, Green Room, you can back away from the camera a little bit if you like.
And the thing about tea and tickers, this is what I like about tea and tickers, right? He's not in. He hasn't got a Rolex watch. He's on his journey to getting one. And this show with you, Archie, would be an educational journey for him and his team. It would explore all these options of tea and tickers moving into the future. Does he get a Breitling to start his journey? Does he save up and get an Omega? What does tea and tickers do? And this is fascinating fodder for your channel moving forward.
Yeah. I think we've got to make a few sacrifices. Is it time to get someone else on the stream?
Tea and tickers.
Tea and tickers.
Full had him on for a 2-hour fucking live show. That's how good tea and tickers can carry his show. He can sit there with Tim Wright, and he can sit there for fucking 3, 4, 5 hours and carry his show.
He has no life, does he? He's got nothing happening in his life, does he?
He's tea and tickers. He doesn't need it. He's a star.
Do I need tea and tickers more than Tim? If you had a choice, which one would you go for, Plastic?
Tea and tickers.
Mike Hammer, $5. Can we talk about conspiracy theories? So you're saying if I had a choice of Tim or tea and tickers, you take the tickers guy?
That's why fucking Tim's holding back.
Oh, Bear Clooney's just come on here. What is an issue with Tim? There you go. Very quickly, Plastic. In 30 seconds, tell Bear what the problem is.
The problem is
Bear's here.
Mike the Snake. He saw Tim drunk on a stream, disrespecting a woman. He sees Tim getting out of control. Tim hasn't been on Archie's show all week. Tim is hoarding tea and tickers. We need Tim to be intervened by Bear to get his life in order and give us tea and tickers. Thank you.
And also, he's got to be nice to that beautiful Korean wife he's got. She's gorgeous.
Has to be. Has to be nice to her.
One dog, one bone.
One dog, one bone, boys.
And the other thing is that these mutts he's playing with are nowhere near as good as that one at home.
No, they're shockers. They're filth.
Fat windbag Ben, 2 pounds. Tea and tickers is poison. Wrench him, you're finished.
Yeah. He won't be wrenched. He won't be wrenched.
Don't give him a wrench.
No, we won't give him a wrench.
He likes to ban people.
Big Bad Ben, Archie, can I suggest
likes
something?
to wield his wrench.
Archie,
yes.
Please give Fat Windbag Ben a wrench.
It's time.
It's time. You need someone on the other side with the free chat. Freedom. Right now, Archie, I want Big Ben to have a wrench so all the trolls can feel safe nestled in his Big Bad Ben bosom. Please, Archie, wrench Big Bad Ben now.
Wrench Big Bad Ben, but you know,
Please,
Big Bad Ben is uncontrollable. You understand this?
No. Look, I've seen a lot of good in Big Bad Ben. We want Big Bad Ben wrenched. If he steps out of line, sure, remove him. But he needs to have that power now because he is the voice of reason on the chat. Big Bad Ben, he loves you, Archie. I've seen enough of him talking about you on Marcelo's stream that he fucking loves you, man, and he won't fuck the chat up.
And remember, Bear always says he's his favorite troll.
Please, Archie, please, I beg you, one favour for plastic, and I promise I'll buy my own Coke when you take me and Sovereign out for lunch.
Yeah, I don't.
Promise I'll give you my rice. I'll give you my rice and the meat off my bone. I promise.
Okay.
He'll also give you Scirocco's rice.
It's done.
Big Bad Ben, use your power to moderate the chat, and please use it responsibly. Okay, my friend, you are now moderated by authority of the Church of Plastic and Latter-day Saints, and its number one God, ArchieLuxury. I hereby anoint you a disciple and a rector in the Church of Plastic.
The truth, $5. Plastic, you have not accepted the truth. Bear accepts Tim to go get back at Marco. Tim only cares about Tim. He doesn't care who he hurts.
Not true.
Well, the truth, here's some truth for the truth. Open your ears. Are those ears on your head, mate, or are they painted on? I never said ban Tim. I said Tim needs a good talking to get his life in order, come back on as a regular guest. And in the meantime, he needs to hand over some of that sweet talent.
Yeah, we need the tea and tickers, guys. Three-handers missing wrench, $1.
Three-hander also needs a wrench. He needs a wrench.
Who's that?
Because he's been Three-hander has been on your show and loyal to you on the Marcelo streams, and he's a good moderator on Marcelo's stream. He's a fanatical ArchieLuxury fan. Three-hander also needs a wrench.
You reckon?
100%. What do you reckon, guys? Come on the panel.
I haven't been on Marcelo's enough to know who's been there.
I don't think wrenches should be thrown around like tonight.
I'm just
shocked.
shocked.
We've given one away. We've given one away. Let's just leave it at one.
Okay, I just gave the other guy, the free-hander, a wrench, okay?
No, Big Ben you go. Big Ben or free-hander?
I gave free-hander one as well, and Big Ben.
Good. We've got two extreme Archie fanatics now with wrenches. I think Green Room, the chat is safe.
Sorry?
I think Green Room, the chat is safe.
I got to tell you, I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked with your passion. You don't give a fuck about nobody. Plastic, you're a merciless businessman, right? You've done things in.
That's an exaggeration.
You know how to skin.
The plastic hypotheses.
I've got to tell you this. Finchy, £2. Free tea and tickers, £2. Yes, we want the tickers.
Yes, we do.
Tickers would be watching this, wouldn't he?
He's got a pretty big ego for a minor YouTube celebrity, so I'm sure he's watching this and he's taking notes.
Yeah, he likes it. I got to tell you, they're tea and tickers. I got to tell you, why are you so passionate about Tim's extramarital behavior? Can I ask you that?
Because I'm one dog, one bone, man, and that fucking behaviour is out of line. What Snake has said is true, which I believe it is, because Snake doesn't bullshit. And that guy going around putting his arm around fucking women in the street who are with other men, by the way, is fucking out of line, and it's unacceptable.
And what was well said by someone, doing that in New York, it's going to be trouble. You don't know who you're going to come across in New York.
No, and I'm doing it for Tim's well-being too. This is a plastic intervention.
Like during this particular stream, everybody was laughing, and you know, the gentleman, like I said, was going with it, and so you know, but I don't think he was really having the greatest time of his life on his first date with this girl. With
Snake, don't backpedal. Snake, don't backpedal. Often the first gut instinct a man like yourself of integrity has is the right one. So what you said, and based on what other people have said as well in the chat and on other streams, I firmly believe your version of events. We'll never know now because that chat has been removed. That stream has been removed and consigned to members only privileges. So we'll never see it. Right?
Yeah, I know.
So
I can say if somebody, a stranger had walked up on me on a first date and done that, it would not have gone well. It would have gone very differently.
It wouldn't have gone well for the stranger.
For the stranger,
you're a glory hole sort of person.
There you
Like
go.
you're a real regular guy. Like you regularly would take a real woman to a bar. You're not the sort of guy to hang around glory holes and things like that. So you're talking real women, you know, and that's what this woman was. She was a real nice
this
girl.
was a very nice, well-to-do looking couple that were on a casual, very nice looking date. That were just having a good time, and Tim was having a good time too. But
They weren't
like
no
I said, I
sex shop
just think
glory hole couple, were they? They weren't a
he
sex
took
shop
it a lot.
swinging
It just
couple.
took it too far. He went.
But they weren't
You know,
sex
I
shop
went
swingers, were
all
they,
the way
Mike?
to,
Mike, listen to me, Mike. They weren't sex shop swingers, were they?
They what?
They weren't swingers.
They weren't
No,
sex shop
no, God,
swingers
no.
looking for a glory hole. They were a regular nice guy and a nice girl.
Yeah, no.
So why is Tim treating strangers like sex shop swingers looking for glory holes?
Yeah, I don't even think he had any like relationship watch-wise. Maybe I think he noticed. I think she had a tag hour on or something.
Yeah.
But
Good enough.
He just interjected himself into this date, and he kind of took over. And next thing you know, he's got his arm around her, and he's you know, kind of. And the guy, like I said, was just kind of rolling with it. And like I said, if it were me, and I think most people, it probably wouldn't have gone as smoothly as it did. And then I left, and apparently he got worse. He went off from there to become super drunk and end up in the street, I guess.
Guys, I'm going to have to wrap this
I don't
baby
know.
up. Plastic
I didn't watch the
$2
last
for
half
the
of the
bear
video.
intervention. Guys, I'm shocked. I'm really shocked. I've never seen Plastic give a fuck about anybody besides his pontiff. Plastic.
Yes, my friend.
Plastic. I think I just let it slide. I don't really care. All I care about the super chats. I care about tea and tickers. I want to get the new talent, you know. But
he's hot, man. He's fucking white hot.
I got to be honest with you, man. It's a disaster.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to get you white hot, Plastic.
No, it's
No, Tickers is white hot. He's talent. We want him.
Yeah, no, we want the tickers. We want the tickers. We want the
I see.
tickers.
Yeah. Sure.
Guys, I'm gonna have to wrap up, but I gotta tell you, if you're gonna send a message there, just say to Tim, we're really worried about you. Man, you got one dog, one bone. You got a beautiful professional Korean wife. Man, you gotta you can't be going around to bars trying to pick up. I mean, that's just. I've never done that. Out of all the videos I've done, and I've stooped pretty low at times, I've never done that.
I don't think he was trying to pick up on her.
Don't backpedal, Mike. Mike, don't backpedal. Your first instinct is often the right one, Mike. You are the voice of reason, the truth.
Yeah,
It's,
like I said, I don't think he was trying to pick up on her, but I'm just saying, if I were the guy and we were on
But
the
he
first
wouldn't have
date,
minded. He wouldn't have minded.
me, I wouldn't
Yeah.
have minded. I would have minded. I would
No,
have.
Look,
Tim,
look, it's important. It's important.
Tim wouldn't have minded.
Look, the thing is this. The important thing is, guys, we've got to get this stuff done. I'll send an invite out to Tim to come on and we can discuss it. Can you come on tomorrow and discuss it further? Plastic?
I don't think I can tomorrow, man. I've
That's
got
okay.
things on.
You got work, man. You're a busy man.
Yeah, I've got
See
things
you
on.
later, guys. We love you all. Please.
Love you guys.
Hey, wait.
Please,
Don't
love
forget-
you, Arch.
Don't forget to
Yeah,
thumb it up.
I gotta
on the
gotta
way
wrap
out.
this baby up, guys. I gotta go. Guys, just think about it. Just be peaceful and come back tomorrow and super chat your questions.
See you guys.